Hello. Welcome to Versailles, an intoxicating virtual tour of the infamous Chateau. I'm Rae with Rose for Rae because it's for me. It's about me. Yes, as Chantel pointed out, this panel is recommended 18 plus, not because we're drinking, but because people during that era were like feisty,
to say the least.
Nasty,
yeah. So Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie with Rose for Rae, dedicated especially for Rae. And I brought a secret special third panelist today, my sister Ashley, aka the Folita.
Your resident.
You mean Ashley?
Trashly.
Trashly, your resident Folita. That was my preferred pronoun.
Oh my god. Yes, I decided to wear Gloomy Bear Kigu because I couldn't do it.
I am a Lolita politician tonight. Just kidding. I dress like a professor, like a Elwood's professor, because we're gonna teach you.
My outfit is Maury, and my theme for my outfit was the Garden of Versailles, when Marie decided that she was going to build her own village so she could live out her fantasy of living as a peasant. So that was my theme.
Such a weird behavior.
Yeah, she was a fun person. They were all fun people. So speaking of Versailles, I promise that I tried to research things, but I make no promises, and there are no refunds, as you may have seen in the panel description. So we're gonna start with the king's bedchamber.
Oh.
Hold on. We'll just give me a second.
For the controversial aspect.
Straight into that 18 plus.
So
the deeper go home, as my mom.
The king's chamber. So when he went to bed, he had a whole entourage that would stand around him and watch him sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like every night?
Yeah. Like, okay. When I say the king, I mean like multiple ones.
Yeah.
Basically, the entire situation with this is see all these little seats and stuff. That was for them. Everything that he did was a like event on its own. So they had like special celebrations for like everything. So like him literally like changing his socks was big deal.
How do I get to that level?
I actually have a
fun fact
about this. That's a part of absolutism, which was really popular in Europe at that time, which basically just meant like the monarchy is like absolutely the best. Nothing can compare. The king is 100% in charge, and the number one person, and laws and everything don't apply to them. And so is like the absolute grace of God onto this earth. So that's why everything for many monarchs were so important.
It's like that started a whole revolution.
Yeah, revolution.
Interesting.
So, it's very, very extravagant.
Oh, and we do have a revolution panel tomorrow with Nicole.
Yes, we do.
I know I will.
Speaking of very, oh my God, very over the top, very extravagant. Even the bedpans were made of silver, which they eventually had melted down so they could sell them for, I believe it was a gambling addiction, something along those lines. I forget the exact exact situation, but they peed in silver pots, you know.
Yeah, there actually weren't bathrooms there, so and there weren't like maids' chambers or any like maids areas. So when you were walking around the palace, you had to have an umbrella because they would throw it out the window. That is a real fact.
They also, like, because of the lack of bathrooms, they would just kind of go in like a dark corner or like where they were standing
Side.
during like fancy parties. They just, you know, shit themselves.
Just like air it out.
Yeah. Absolutely, the birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Oh yeah.
Birds aren't real. Look it up.
How can
It's
you look it up?
true.
It's not real.
Okay.
This is already
Look at
like
this.
very.
See, this
Intense.
wasn't.
We're like, hey, how are you? Shit.
Okay, but can you imagine being the person that had to polish that silver?
No.
Oh.
That would be horrible.
Ain't about that life.
Shit on silver, shit on the floor, you know. Shit on your friends.
Oh my god.
Take it a step further.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh.
There's so much gold.
I was
There's
just gonna say, I'm like, you gotta criticize them for literally every aspect of their life, but not for their stylistic choices.
That's true, but they weren't the brightest when it came to what is architecture.
Oh yeah.
So when they designed the Palace of Versailles, they they did not plan it out very well. So the kitchen was on like the opposite side of the palace. So when he would have dinner, his food would arrive cold because it took so long for servants to bring the food from the kitchen to the dining room.
Oh my
As somebody who is a server, I will have nightmares about this later. Thank you.
Thanks, Google.
You're a bookworm.
There wasn't even anything to read. Okay.
They're watching because I said I was a professor, so they're
They know.
Apparently.
one day.
And then inside the queen's bedchamber. Ooh. Hers is even nicer. Damn.
I
Look
like
at that.
the
Also, the seats for the servants, watching your every move.
Including births.
Yeah, including not contraception.
The opposite.
Yes. Conception. There we go. I'm really bad with words, even when I'm not drinking. So, like,
Contraption.
don't at me.
Whatever that is. Coitus, perhaps?
This is a
There you go.
word panel.
It's not for words.
As I would say in France, the ménage à trois, but not trois. Ménage à deux.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, they do stick little facts in there. The Queen's chamber was the most important room of the Queen's state apartments. This is where the Queen spent most of her time, and when she got up, she would receive the ladies of the court and take audiences during the day.
I also receive the ladies of the court, but they're just my pet rats.
What are you receiving about them is my question.
They just say hi to me.
You're receiving greetings?
I'm receiving greetings.
Fair.
You run up to the edge of the cage and they get excited.
Oh, nope, they don't let us go in the other room.
Oh,
nope.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I love the blue.
I know.
So
this color was actually like really popular at the time, and Rae adopted it as their like signature color. So,
ooh, boosh.
That's why Rae is that like tealy, minty, green, blue color. It's a good color.
It is a good color.
Looks really good with gold.
And silver. I almost said bedchamber. Silver
chamber
shitholes.
Chamber pots. Shitholes, yeah.
I can't remember the word. We make
Hi, Kim. I am drinking rosé, obviously. I ignore the amount that's in here. It's actually an Italian rosé. because the one that I normally get that's French was they didn't have.
Europe's all one country anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Controversial. Where's our real Europe's one country?
I really,
Okay.
really went the full length with the lighting.
Can we talk about like this room though? The
Oh my
red,
gosh.
the gold.
The red is what I'm here for.
Literally. And I like this mural.
What is on it?
People. Can I get closer?
We're one of those.
Oh my
We
God.
are one of those.
Speak for yourself, dude.
I mean, they're like naked people, but
Oh, I'm one of those.
it is vaporwave.
Thank
It
you. Vaporwave. That was
True
the
facts.
Because we're vaping, but it's liquid and it's alcohol.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the marijuana panel's on Sunday, so
That's true. If you want to wake and vape.
wake and bake.
On the Lord's Day.
Oh, it won't let me go in. It won't let me go in this room. What is happening? I
I
keep
mean, you're
clicking.
really slowly. You're doing one step at a time. Take it.
Yeah, but like I've been stuck in this doorway for oh.
Well,
they wore heels.
Wow,
in it.
this is
So it was
literally the
small.
most boring room in existence.
it's not that bad, but there's definitely no furniture.
It looks
so-
like
Yeah,
playing
like-
cards.
It does look like playing cards.
This is where they
Is
gamble
that
with
black
their
marble though? Okay. Props to them. I like that. But
Did you
like
hear what Ashley said?
no.
This is where they gambled away their toilets.
See, they also their other toilets though were like they were like wardrobes, but like when you open the door, there's like a seat inside, but the seat has no bottom, and then there's like a pot underneath that.
So they invented porta potties.
What's that?
Basically, yeah.
Water
The
closet.
water closet.
The shit pans. Water closet. That's what it's called.
I'm
Though.
gonna start calling my bathroom the water closet.
Close enough. Yeah.
That's
Or the-
WC.
Poop pantry.
What is
Poop pantry. That's worse.
is that a portrait of the revolution? Why is this in here?
They painted it when they stormed it.
Oh my God.
Okay, but like Versailles was like abandoned at that point.
Does it say on the screen?
Oh. No, it's just giving me information about the bedchamber still, even though we've obviously
Are you
gone
sure it's
past
not
that.
like a French war that they won or something? Because like I think right before they made Versailles was the 30 Years' War.
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
know.
King Louis XIII, who made Versailles, he won the 30 Years' War. Or I may be thinking of King Louis XIV, who made Versailles the palace.
Well, no, it was the 13th because it was before Marie and her husband.
Yeah, he was the 16th.
Nicole's got the tea.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was the 16th. One of the ones before then.
it wasn't the 15th because he died really young.
I
They-
didn't know there was
He originally lived in the Louvre and decided to move because they didn't like the hustle and bustle of the big city, and there was too much going on. So he was like, "Oh, there's a hunting lounge that we own, so we're going to build onto that and make a palace out of it." And then at the same time, they decided to move all of the politics of France with them to Versailles. So like they left to avoid the hustle and bustle of the city, but then they brought it with them.
Classic.
Well, I think it's also funny because they
Classic
also
rich
left,
people.
honestly. They also
Yeah.
left because they were like, Paris is poor and dirty and stinky. So they went to Versailles, which is built on a swamp. Which is dirty
It
and
was. They had to like
Stinky.
re-landscape the entire place because it was a swamp.
Because it's dirty and stinky.
No.
Of course, Rae made a fact sign.
Prepared. She's a
Thank you.
professional, you guys.
I am. I made this 5 minutes before the panel started.
A whole 5 minutes. That's for work.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
She works hard.
I do.
She works hard for her money.
Where's the money, though? That's my
She
question.
works hard for her Lolita.
Oh, it brought me back to the bedchambers.
Did we go in a circle?
I just kind of scrolled down.
Oh.
Oh.
This is also where the heir to the throne was brought into the world.
Oh, there's that contraception again.
Yeah. No, this is where they were born, okay? 19 princes and princesses of the realm were born here, including Louis the 15th and Louis the 17th. What about the 16th?
He wasn't born there.
Why?
He was too impatient to get to the room, I think. I don't know. I made that up. That's not a real fact. But
I never said all of these facts were real facts, so.
Well,
Jewelry
Yeah, we
cabinet.
guarantee no refunds, so say what you want.
I'll refund you,
Yeah.
but not in money.
Don't refund them. They didn't even pay to be here.
I'll refund you in time, but I get to choose when you get it. It will be at the
That's
due.
fine. Oh yeah, here's another little fun fact. Google even brought this one up for me. This wasn't even me. But the doors on either side of the bed gave access to the queen's private chambers. There were little secret rooms, secret tunnels, if you will.
Oh.
Thank you.
Cheers,
You
bro.
can
Thanks
you
for
can
that.
kind of see it right here, actually, like the outline. Secret sex tunnels. I'm just gonna say it. That's what it was. That's what it was for. But
That's exactly what it was for Avatar too.
oh yeah, that's fine. But when the riots were happening during the French Revolution, she would take those doors to hide from the people who eventually decapitated her anyway.
Hey, Nicole.
Bruh. Okay, Kim, we labeled this 18 plus for like a reason.
Nicole, you're gonna anger the Lolitas.
No, this is the 18 plus panel. Not Kim, Nicole. We're only getting started with Marie's weird situations. I'm not even dressed in Lolita. Leave me alone.
None of us are.
Oh no, that was weird.
Did you know Jamie and I actually starred in The Shining? We're the little girls. We were in the hallway. We were in Lolita.
Yeah, we invented
It's-
Lolita.
18 plus. And also, yeah, you guys even had like the exact same tone. And I'm a little weirded out by that.
So weird.
Jamie, you need to get out of my house now.
Shut up. This is my house.
My house.
We harmonized.
Literally.
That's talent. Okay.
Save it for Grammary, God.
Oh my god.
Same.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers, bro.
Now that we covered the queen's bedchamber and her secret sex hallways.
Funny enough, I think I'm drinking Italian wine also.
Mine is
Mike
is-
is an Italian name, right? It's Mike's hard. so I think it's
Michelangelo? Yeah.
Yeah, Michelangelo.
that's
It's Michelangelo's hard lemonade.
funny enough. Mine is sparkling rosé, but it's not champagne because it didn't come from the Champagne region of France.
It's pronounced
Because-
champagne.
Champagne.
That's how the French pronounce it. In American, it's pronounced
It's true.
champagne.
Champagne. I was in Versailles. I would know. Okay, I can vouch for it.
Yeah,
I was
Ray's
in
done all
America, so
Yeah.
America.
So now the moment you've all been waiting for.
this. I've definitely been waiting for this.
I mean, this is the most visited attraction in Versailles, which Versailles fact. Hold on, I have to find the fact though. Where did it go? Oh no.
The lack of preparation.
No, it's suspense.
Oh, Versailles is the second most visited monument in France.
Oh, wow.
Second to the Louvre, and it is more popular than the Eiffel Tower.
Do you know where Eiffel Tower ranks in that? Because I think it'd be first. Well, I guess it's
don't.
fear of heights.
I actually don't know where it ranks. I just know that it's like the Louvre and then Versailles.
That's crazy. I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect that.
I mean, I guess if I was going to France, I'd want to visit Versailles, but I'm a nerd, so.
It was a good visit.
I mean, I would really want to see where people just shit on the floor, you know?
They don't show you that there.
I mean, you know,
And this is where they...
Like, I want to go to a place where I'm allowed to just shit on the floor.
Yeah, but they sold the chamber pots for what was it, gambling or whatever.
Dual privilege.
No chamber pots, no bathrooms.
So you just go on the floor.
Oh my god.
Exactly where you're standing.
Now?
That was the thing they did.
Do you think they have bathrooms now, or do you think they just have porta potties outside?
They have. They're not. It depends. They have bathrooms now, but it's not like. Isn't that no?
Yes, it is.
They
broadcasting friends.
They have bathrooms, but like you don't just turn down the hallway in the palace and there's a bathroom there. It's like the section that they have for like buying tickets. They have bathrooms there with like running water. I know. And then like they have a cafe that Lottery. They have their own Lottery that has bathroom. And oh god, I had another fact. Another fact. So Versailles recently had one of its wings converted to a hotel that actually just opened in 2020. And the rooms, you have like different options to choose from. So like the cheapest option is around $1,200 USD a night. And if you want
holding their old values, aren't they?
No, this is from they just opened 2020.
No, I'm holding the values of being rich.
Oh, I don't know. That's the cheapest option though. If you want the Queen's apartment, you can rent the Queen's apartment for $10,000 a night.
Jeez. Dude. Can you imagine?
Let's go, girls' night. Come on. Just like,
yeah, if we have 10 people, that's only $1,000 per person for one night.
One night with 10 people in one room, right?
No, it's
Actually,
a whole.
We've done that before.
Yeah,
it's a whole apartment. Okay, it's not one room. It's like a suite.
So you won't be stepping on anyone's face.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Again.
there's additional beds and stuff. Oh no. That's not the point where we're at, Nicole. We're talking about the Hall of Mirrors that have a total of 357 mirrors in it.
You know why it's the most popular is because people are narcissistic. They just want to see themselves. They're like, oh, let's go somewhere where I can look at myself again.
It's true.
What is this?
I traveled the world to see my own face.
He commissioned the Hall of Mirrors.
What a
okay. I was just talking about like, oh, this is what's in it. But they did commission the mirrors from people from Venice. They had some crafters from Venice come to make the mirrors, but they were so thank you. They were so adamant on everything in the palace being made in France, so like they were like, no, you're coming here and you're giving us your secrets. And then Italy had the artists killed for giving away their mirror making secrets. You can still be banned.
I feel like that's a shot right there. Shots.
I can't be banned. Nicole's like, I am God.
It's absolutism, and Nicole's the absolute.
It's true.
I should have brought absolute vodka for that.
This doesn't look like mirrors to me. This just looks like windows. Are we in the right hall?
Well, they don't want to
I
show
don't-
you the camera because the mirrors would just show the camera.
No, because it's Google and they know how to not do that.
Yeah, they make it white. So they
Oh, a
don't do it.
vase. Cool.
Oh.
No, I wanna know more about the mirrors. Why won't it let me wander around? Was it
The
this
ceiling's
section?
really cool,
The
though.
ceiling's super cool.
God,
Oh, yeah.
Try and just stare at the ceiling in the Hall of Mirrors.
Look at that.
That's a vibe.
When I went, like, this room in particular was literally packed with people, and I'm like, okay.
You're like, hello.
I'm just trying to
attack.
maneuver my way out of here now because I don't want to be around you.
I had a heart attack because I did not remember there was a world before COVID, and I was like, social distancing! But we're good. We're good.
No, this is like in 2017. Like,
I'll be right back.
Jamie's going to shit on the floor. Shut up. Just kidding. She
Dark
doesn't
corner.
know. Okay.
I actually don't know what the image in the painting is.
That was something religious.
There's some. Okay, can we just talk about these naked people playing cards right here?
That was
'Cause-
a picture. That was what Versailles was.
Honestly, like they steal the show. Like no one else in this picture matters except them.
Yeah, they're probably on the bottom because they're like going to hell or something.
I'm not seeing any hell related images here.
I just saw clouds and assumed that was heaven. I don't know.
I mean there are angels, but
I watched a video about this
devil's cards.
and immediately forgot everything.
I also did, but it was like
That's
a
fair.
year ago, so I have an excuse.
Devil's cards.
I just know there's a lot of
It's the RVR.
statues and mirrors. Literally. Okay, but we're gonna be standing in like the lobby at RVR and just staring at the ceiling and being like, whoa.
It's true. That's how you'll know we're the Colorado ones.
Literally.
The co-gals.
The Co-Gals.
I just spilled champagne on my Versailles fact poster.
Oh.
It was only the corner, so he's still okay. It was
Thank God.
just right here. Stop it.
This is horrifying. Save me.
Literally.
Hi, Mom. Sorry, my mom's calling. I gotta go.
It's offensive to her to use alcohol for that.
But it's my
Vase with dogs. Why is it with dogs?
With
Because
dogs.
the dogs are on the top.
No, I know, but why do they put it in
Because they're not
quotations?
real dogs, dude.
I don't know. Those look like real dogs to me.
Have you met a dog?
Here, let's read.
Ray, I know you
Louis
have
the
a cat, but
I do. I have birds too. They're sleeping. Don't ask for them. They're just
Okay,
gonna yell if I
sorry.
wake
Can't
them up.
comment on them this late at night.
Literally, it's past their bedtime. Louis the 14th brought together at Versailles. Oh, okay.
Nicole, the only one with a brain.
I tried to click on it at the same time.
Literally.
Okay. Okay, that would make sense. He brought more than 100 vases in rare ornamental stone, which the majority were in.
What?
What?
I can't read. I don't know how.
Porphyry?
Porphyry.
Porphyry? Is that how you pronounce it? Porphyry?
Porphyry. I don't know.
Why is it-
This is virtual
Oh,
Versailles.
no, come back.
Versailles, Italia.
I opened
Yeah, that's not even French. What do they want from me?
I
In
opened
order
every
to
door and
decorate
we
the
got
great
beautiful
space of the Hall of Mirrors, porphyry vases were ordered directly from stone cutting workshops in Rome. So much for wanting as much made in France as possible, but okay.
It is pronounced porphyry.
Oh, Nice.
We got
Porphyry.
it. And
Nice.
it's a diversity of igneous rock consisting of large grain crystals such as quartz.
Thank
Oh.
you, Chantal.
I got it.
And
Tell
Feldspar.
me you're a nerd without telling me you're a nerd. Me and
Hmm.
Chantal are like, I'm on it.
I think
This
nerds
one is not porphyry. Yellow marble. Ooh.
Ooh, is it yellow?
1685, the production of antique vases in yellow marble. Was it? Did they pee in that? Is that why it's yellow?
Yeah, just, they peed wherever they wanted, maybe in the vase.
Literally. It was entrusted to Giovanni Antonio Tedeschi. The twist, that is also not a French name. First of all, the twists that adorn their bellies are inspired by the usual decoration found on porphyry vases, but the delicacy of their sculpting reflects the fine grain of the marble.
It's funny how Italian this panel is for being about.
I know. Italian wine, Italian whatever the
Artist.
hell else.
Italian things.
Mirrors.
Italian
Vases. Vases. I'm sorry. Vases.
Vase.
Oh, here's the they're gonna tell us something about this. The alliance of Germany and Spain with Holland, 1672. Charles Le Brun, weapons are being forged on the left while troops are preparing on the right. Fleeing blacksmiths and scattered weapons may be seen in the symmetrical composition at the other end of the gallery. So, okay.
What does that have to do with France, though?
I know, it's German and Spanish and Dutch.
They're just having fun,
It doesn't look like they're having fun. They look terrified.
They
the patrons and the royalty who had nothing.
Speaking of terrified.
You know what it is? They heard us talking so much about Italy, they were like, okay, we gotta broaden it, guys. We gotta add some more countries. Gotta not just have Italy.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on, Kim. I'm sorry. You don't care about art.
I like modern art better.
I'm like, yeah, that's
opinion.
cool. Look at that. Most art around this period was like religious in some form or another. So I'm like, nice.
It's true.
But I like how terrified they all look. Look at this.
Aren't we all?
That's a great
Exactly.
representation of society today.
Exactly. Like we can relate on a personal level.
Great representation of society.
Oh, La Hollande.
Those ties, right?
We live in a society.
When I went to Versailles, I was more interested in like the architecture and like the gardens than like the actual art. So I was like, ooh, fancy columns and shit.
I think what's wild to me is just that it's so old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all of this is so old. Like, people lived here. This is so weird.
Okay.
I'm living up to my name here, being trashly, but I'm very focused on the bathroom situation. That's very weird. I feel like I would just care about the bathrooms.
I mean, fair.
Where did they shit? Exactly. Show me the corners.
Oh no, I forgot what we were talking about. So Versailles was not occupied after the French Revolution. It kind of got abandoned for a while. And then they were like, you know what, we're gonna turn it into like a museum. Thank you. Yeah, the fountain was a whole other. They have a whole canal that's like a mile long. That's a whole other story. But Versailles sat unoccupied since the French Revolution, except caretakers had to come in every once in a while to run the fountains to make sure like they still worked.
Fountains and not toilets.
Yeah, these fountains were state of the art for that day. Like no one else had made fountains like this before. So like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, they were more concerned about making fancy new fountains than they were toilets.
I think it's pronounced fontaine, so not fountain.
Fontaine? I don't know. It's fine.
I'm fluent in nothing.
Don't judge my bad French. I'm just gonna say that now. Don't do it. There's some other French words in here, and I'm gonna be like, ugh.
It's okay. I got a better grade in French than Ashley did.
That's true, and that's for a reason, because I made up that it's pronounced that way. It's not. I don't know.
Literally, French stuff is just.
So
Literally.
Rae got the best grade in French, is what I'm learning.
I did take French. I don't know how I passed it. Still trying to figure that out. It's fine.
I only got a bad grade because my teacher kept comparing me to Jamie, so unfair.
Gang.
Fair. What I was gonna say though, the golden gates at the front of Versailles, they were destroyed during the French Revolution, and they were not rebuilt until 2008. And it cost approximately 8 million euros to rebuild them.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So it went like a hell of a lot of time just with no gates.
Anybody can run in. Beautiful.
I missed my chance.
I mean, the gates don't do a whole lot, not gonna lie. They're just there to look extra.
We did learn that the hard way. They did.
Yeah, they learned the hard way. We learned the easy way.
Yeah. Okay. Toilette is like...
It's a napkin, right? It's a butt napkin.
Toilette is like... What is the AP print that I own but suddenly can't remember the name of? Rose Toilette. It's like perfume and shit. It's not toilet.
Oh, it's in the toiletries, guys.
Yeah, they're two different things. It's fine. It's two different things.
They all say toy. Toil.
Toi.
Oh,
thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
You're the backbone of
this. This is literally...
It's not
okay,
perfume.
you know what? My print has perfume bottles on it. That's where I got that from.
I'm excited to learn.
Yeah.
Because clearly I know nothing.
This is not a... This is what this is. This is purely Versailles facts. Purely Versailles facts. It's on the sign.
We don't have a toilet fact sheet, but next time we will. It will be my panel. It will be on toilets.
That's fair. That is fair.
Where did they go?
Where did they go?
History panel.
Nicole is here to be...
Where did they go?
Stop.
I don't know why you're here then, dude. I'm just showing you like pictures of Versailles and telling you like stuff that happened, I guess.
This is Versailles.
Literally. If this panel doesn't make you sigh at some point in your life, then you don't belong here.
I feel like we should take a shot because she should be banned from the chat.
You're not wrong.
So cheers, bro. Drink to that.
Love it. Are you replenishing, Rae?
I am. No, I was just peeing in my chair.
In your silver top.
Wow, you can't talk and pee at the same time.
This is all I have left. It's okay. I have beer in the fridge if I get desperate. The king ruling by himself. 1661.
What a martyr.
This painting was the principal key to everything. Okay, so he's this one, obviously, because he's more important than everyone else. The king is in the center, seated on his throne. I mean, I'd call that the right-hand side, but I don't know. Maybe... Okay, it's the center. Holding the pillar of the state.
Quinn. The subtle drag we just got from Quinn.
Damn!
Where's the lie?
Damn!
Is it the truth?
Quinn,
Yes.
why you gotta play me like that?
Is it a drag? A little bit. Is it hilarious? Absolutely.
I'm here for entertainment. I'm not here for education.
I'm here for
Goofs
both.
only. That's why
420,
Ashley's a
blaze
professor.
it.
I'm a professor. Professor Ashley.
That's fine.
Majored in Folita. Minored in toilets.
It's true.
You better watch yourself, Quinn, or you're gonna get banned from chat.
Can we take a shot for that or like half a shot?
Okay.
Stop for Quinn
That's
getting
fine.
banned.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink.
The least likely one to get banned, honestly.
Literally, dang. Y'all on a roll tonight. All this hate love.
Hello.
Okay, so the king was
wait.
obviously very self-centered and narcissistic. Obviously.
I was just gonna say
The three graces around him symbolize the talents that heaven has granted him.
Literally, I just relate so much.
I don't know what these graces are supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I wonder what the graces are. Ability to shit within a silver plate.
Ability to war, one of them looks like. I don't know.
Okay, obviously this one's music, and this one's like fighting, but like what's with this buff person? I don't do angels even have genders? I don't know. I can't tell what gender it is, or if they have a gender, or like
angel.
They're just buff. They're just buff and they're chilling, and they're like,
oh
yeah, look at me.
I'll get their number for you.
Fair enough.
It might take a second because it's in France, but
yeah, genderless buff angel, we love you.
Oh no.
We're back at the Hall of Mirrors. We slipped down.
Man, Versailles has a really weird layout.
Oh, I know. I mean, the kitchen was on the opposite side of the palace as the dining room.
Well, and also the Hall of Mirrors is right next to the Hall of Mirrors, so that's kind of interesting.
Fair. But is that Achilles? Hold on. What's going on here?
Predicting the future, I feel like.
In the 18th century, the word prosperity was used instead of pride. Well, how dare they delete us, the queer community?
We're the prosperous community.
We're getting there. That's in the gardens,
Nicole. That's the finale, okay? God. If we get there.
It was the pride of the empire that justified France going to war. Pretty sure it was just France being, France, but okay.
As they do. When haven't they been?
There's like too much information on the Hall of Mirrors.
It's the most visited one. Royal Dungeon.
I mean, Marie did have her hidden stairwells in her bedroom. Speaking of hidden,
a really famous mistress. He was very open about his infidelities. Louis XIV. Louis XIV was really open about his infidelities, and I can't remember her name, but he had one mistress who changed all of France. There was a Doctor Who episode.
I know who you're talking about. She's famous. She's famous, and I can't remember her name now. All of a sudden.
Madame de Pompadour. I did a paper on her.
No, that's not who I was thinking of, though.
That was in the Doctor Who episode, at least, which is where all of my knowledge comes from.
The 15th, I got.
No, Louis XIV died pretty young, didn't he? Well, he at least had a kid, I guess. No, but she was because Louis XV never became king, I don't think.
It wasn't Madame du Barry. I keep wanting to say Mary Magdalene. It's not Mary Magdalene.
That's
I want to say it was a Mary though.
You were right, 15th. My bad.
Hey, I was just guessing. I don't know.
Her portrait.
No, it was
salty. Jamie says same a lot.
The one thing. Okay, no, I'm not thinking of the 15th though. I was thinking of the 14th.
Guess we'll
Who is-
never know.
Who is the 14th mistress? That's what I'm questioning.
Mistress Louis de la Valerie.
That doesn't
5
sound
of the
familiar.
king's children, only 2 of which survived.
Oh God.
Yeah, she gave the most birth to his kids, but she wasn't the main mistress, I guess. The main mistress is no one that we have named, Madame de Montespan.
That's not who I was thinking of either.
Right.
I have my Louis mixed up, so I honestly have no idea. It was one of the ones before the 16th. They had a famous wife who was not Mary Magdalene, but they had a well-known name, and I suddenly, huh?
Thank God you clarified.
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. It's not gonna give
with her
me
5 screens.
shit.
Guys, I think it's time for a very
Yeah, you're not gonna see it because
water time.
No, it wasn't Madame Pompadour though. That's not who I was thinking of.
I think it was.
No, that's not who I was thinking of. It was a different famous woman. Hold on.
That's what I'd know Madame Pompadour for.
Yeah.
She started Lolita.
I mean, she might as well have.
She said one line. What was that line, Nari? Do you know?
What was the line, Nari?
Yeah, Nari.
Yeah, Nari, tell us the line.
Yeah, Nari.
She said no.
Guys, see
I
my
know.
see my panel tomorrow. We talk about Lolita. How to be
Fair.
a part
Fair.
2. Part 2 Lolita.
That's why we all wear Lolita today.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the berry chick.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. That's trending on TikTok, okay?
So ghastly.
You can't drink, it's already broken.
She knows.
Right,
She knows.
Cheers, bro. Drink to that.
We all drink.
I was gonna do a watch party of Marie Antoinette because it's on Prime. It's on
Oh,
Prime, and you can do
that's
watch
right.
parties, but then we forgot to schedule it. I'm sorry, guys.
I was reading about that necklace scandal.
I don't know anything.
The
about
birth
it.
control necklace.
Oh, no, I knew all about that necklace scandal because I watched Puppet History. So there was like this really fancy necklace that would cost like the most out of anything in the world.
Mhm.
And Louis the 15th commissioned it, and then he died. And so they were like, "Hey, Marie Antoinette, do you want this?" And she's like, "No, it's ugly. It looks like chainmail because it has like a billion diamonds on it, and it's gross. And if you Google it, it is pretty ugly."
Fair.
And then a less rich woman who wasn't part of the official court but was like on Versailles, she tricked one of the people in the court into thinking Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, you have to stop
and
talking
buying
about it. Nicole's gonna talk about it.
Oh, sorry. My
It's
bad.
in her panel.
Anyway,
It's part of that.
There's some history there.
This
Look
isn't
into it.
about necklaces. This is about a palace. I'm still trying to figure out. Oh
If you're interested in catfishing, I have a lot to do with that. Catfishing. Somebody was catfished. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole part was. I want to hear Ashley's version. The woman wants. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, quick version, quick story. So, a woman who's not rich wants to be rich, so she tricks a guy in the court into convincing him that Marie Antoinette wants this necklace. So he takes the money and buys the frickin' necklace, which then cannot be the debt can't be paid off. And Marie Antoinette is pissed, and everyone's pissed at him, and he gets publicly shamed. But then the woman gets in trouble, and everyone's like, you're just a dummy. And he gets kind of forgiven, but the woman gets in trouble. But I think she escapes in the end. It's fine.
Okay.
Also, they sold the necklace at a loss, which is hilarious.
Love it.
It's still the necklace that looks like birth control, though, right?
I don't know what
No,
you're talking about.
those are Marie Antoinette's.
Oh, those are Marie
Going
Antoinette's.
for-
Fair. Fair.
They're on auction right now.
Yeah.
And they're held looks like birth control pills.
No, but I think the
Nari,
had to be helped
please link.
supported because it was so heavy. Like you couldn't just like walk normal.
Oh my gosh.
It was like ridiculously big. It's really ugly. Google it.
Those bracelets ended up with her daughter. What is Rae looking up?
I was trying to find out who the mistress was that was famous that is not Mary Magdalene, because that's from the Bible.
As a history professor, officially donned by me, that's incorrect.
I know it is. He had a mistress, and she was very famous, but I can't remember who it was. I know. I give up. Going back to Versailles, the Treaty of Versailles was signed at Versailles, even though it has nothing to do with Versailles.
It does a little, because France was part of World War I.
You know, Ray's a Scorpio. She can't let anything go.
Get out of here! It was not Madame du Barry.
Anyway, the Treaty of Versailles.
Entered World War I, blamed everything on Germany, caused World War
it was kind of their fault, but
World War I was not Germany's fault. It was everybody's fault. It was a group effort. Okay, World War II was Germany's fault.
They were both Germany's fault.
World War I, Germany just gave up first.
It was okay. Who shot him? Who shot the guy?
Serbian guy.
Huh?
Serbia. He wasn't even from Germany.
No, he wasn't from Germany, but it was a German.
No, he was Serbian.
He was Serbian, but
because Austria-Hungary was invading Serbia. Google it. He was Serbian.
No, I know he was Serbian.
The Black Hand. It was called the Black Hand.
I know he was Serbian. I know that.
Ferdinand? No, he was Austrian-Hungarian.
He was Austrian, yeah. And then he got shot by a Serbian. But like Germany was like the main country for World War I. It's fine.
Germany didn't start it.
Germany basically started it. It's all Germany.
Is that me?
I think this is my sister that you're talking about.
Yeah, don't listen to my history. Like it is extremely skewed, and everything. It's Germany's fault. I know. Like I love Germany; they're great, but both 2 world wars.
I do have a panel tomorrow. It has nothing to do with history, although I do go on a tangent about language. So
yes, it was Ferdinand Nari.
Her and her girlfriend Kim, who is also my best friend, love to sit around and talk about history while I just sit there and glaze over.
Kim actually got her degree in history. So
I like history, but not to that extent.
Germany did not cause the war. So
I know it was Istanbul and not Constantinople because
Ashley knows. Yes, thank you. I'm correct. I appreciate it.
Not history of Lolita, just history in general. I don't remember if Google shows us other parts of the grounds.
We can't see the garden?
I don't know. Hold on. Bird's eye view of Versailles.
Bird's eye gardens.
Okay, honestly, the gardens are like the best part, though.
That's probably why it's not on the website.
Oh!
Hello.
Okay.
And the mirrors. I wish I could find
Nobody said
on
flower
my
beds
mirror
are
story
less
I learned in
interesting
college.
than what?
Ooh,
Me too, Nari.
me 3.
I want to know more.
Yeah, all I know is that they were killed for making mirrors because they weren't French. Okay, the French weren't the ones that killed them. It was the Venetian people that killed them. It's fine. When you visit Versailles, you will not only be amazed by the grand architecture of the palace, but you will also find many treasures hidden around the extravagant gardens. We're getting to it, Nicole.
Is it hidden if it's big and out there?
It wasn't, though.
Oh, so
the grounds were first renovated by Louis XIV in 1661, been maintained to a royal standard ever since. Take a walk around the gardens and experience this living work of art. I think I will.
Ooh, let's do it.
I like these people standing here. So this is like the first entrance after you walk out of the palace. Obviously, giant pools of water, and then there's like fountains and shit. Look at this guy. I feel like I'm just gonna make fun of
for the camera.
Yeah, he was like, I Google, okay.
He does not want to be a chicken, nor does he want to be a duck. So he shakes his butt. That's what I got from that picture.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna walk around when they're uncertain. Drag for Philip by Chateau.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's true.
Why I want to go that way, and it won't let me go
Ooh,
that way.
the Hall of Mirrors couldn't give us anything, but we just saw their shadow.
Damn. Okay, so this is the big fountain that we were talking about. I like this guy with the broom.
I love this.
And then the shadow of like a guy on a bike.
No, that's the camera. That's the Google camera.
What?
Yeah.
That's the.
It's on a bike though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because otherwise, if he was stepping, it'd be really shaky.
Well, you could get a stabilizer.
Well, it's probably to keep the height the same.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay. Makes sense.
See?
This is the famous fountain. It's not very big, but honestly, for the time, it was very, like, groundbreaking. Like, no one had done this before. So, but that's not even the big part of the garden. My sign. So the gardens were actually so fragrant. They had so many flowers, and it was so fragrant that it would make people sick.
Oh my god.
It was so strong that it would overpower guests at the palace, and there would regularly be complaints about how they were feeling ill from the flowers. So honestly, like, I live for it. Like, give me flowers so hard that I'm sick.
Give me flowers or give me death.
Literally.
We're going down the road.
We are. Okay, the gardens are...
Okay, what's the sex stuff? That's what we're here for, right?
That's what makes it 18 plus.
We already covered some 18 plus stuff. Okay. I don't know where in the gardens this is because I did not encounter that. I got lost in the maze instead. It's fine. There's a hedge maze. You get lost. You know, that whole thing.
Die in a maze.
But hold on. Wait.
Yeah, we said sex.
Oh, so Marie Antoinette built her own estate on the property. She used as a personal retreat. This is basically the Petite Trianon. This is what its purpose was. It was like a personal retreat, but she also had another retreat that was like the Temple of Love. That wasn't the official name. I don't know what the official name was. But it had dozens of statues and a sculpture statue of Cupid. And then she also had private grottos, which were secluded little sex caves that were covered with vegetation. So it was a hidden hedge hut for sexy time.
Sorry.
It reportedly included a moss bed and 2 different entrances. If you look it up, there are actually pictures of the moss bed.
I feel like a moss bed would be so luxurious and incredibly.
It doesn't look very luxurious. If you look at the pictures of it, just at your own discretion.
Well, because it was luxurious because they had sex on it too many times. Moss would squish.
It was literally just a bed of moss. It wasn't like a bed. It was a bed of moss. Yeah. In this like hidden grotto within the plants. So you walk into this sex cave in the plants, and there's a bed of moss, and that's where you do your dirty deeds. And then
dirty deeds.
Wait, you did have sex in the moss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says that it's unclear what she used the grottos for, but
No, I'm asking about you.
Oh, me.
You weren't there.
There's no moss here. This is Colorado. It's too dry for moss.
No, you were there though. Tell me your experience.
Oh, I was in Versailles. I have no idea where these sex grottos are. I literally
sounds like a coward's answer.
I didn't find them.
Likely story, I'm sure.
It's true.
Jamie, stop clicking. I'm trying to click.
And fun fact, I'm demisexual, so I'm on the asexual spectrum.
Yeah, so you're basically like 3 out of 3 people here.
5, 6 are asexual. I think that's the correct fraction.
5, 6, yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
That's why we can make jokes about it, because, you know.
Hey. We'll talk about sex, but
yeah,
we'll talk about sex,
that's
baby.
why we can
Let's
joke
talk
about it. 'Cause, you know, yeah. So yeah, I didn't see these grottos when I was there. I don't know if they just didn't mention them to the public, because the Gardens of Versailles are kind of like, the closest thing I can compare it to is like a state park. So you pay like a fee to go in the grounds, and then you have access to all of them.
It probably is controlled by the Parks and Recreation Service of France.
Basically, yeah. Like, you can go through the gardens. You can rent a swan boat to go down the mile-long channel.
A swan boat, you say?
Yeah, it's a swan boat. We didn't do that. I wanted to, but like, we ran out of time.
Then what's the point of going?
You know,
love that rap.
That's true.
That's why Marie Antoinette had her own sex grottos.
For a reason.
There was a whole thing in the movie. Like, that's why she had her own sex grottos.
So it's very on brand.
It is.
They learned to mind their business. That's what they did.
Other Louis, though, I don't remember which ones, but they had a elevator from his chamber up to the 2nd floor where his mistress lived.
I think it was the 14th, but I don't know.
I feel like it was multiple ones, but yeah, I don't know. But he had a elevator. It was like one of the first elevators to ever exist. And of course, at that time, they didn't have electricity, so it had to be run by servants.
Oh my God.
So he would go into the elevator to go have secret sex with his mistress, but like, going up the stairs probably would have been more secretive than taking an elevator run by servants.
He's like, let me just alert everybody. People probably heard the elevator going up. They're
exactly.
Like, oh, exactly. Again.
Like, they're not quiet elevators. This is like some of the first elevators in existence.
So to alert everyone, I'm having secret sex.
Just
so everyone.
How dare you?
Don't talk about it. Bye.
Okay, this is an 18+ panel.
Oh, okay. I just should be whenever I talk.
Oh, I have more facts.
I love facts.
I literally one of my Versailles facts is that one of history's first elevators, which I just talked about this, was installed right in Versailles for sexy purposes, and it was called the Flying Chair.
The flying chair.
I wonder if it's
The
just like a
flying-
chair and they just like used pulleys. And so
No,
if they
that's
used
exactly
cars,
what it
like,
was. That's exactly what it was, because the servants had to use the pulleys to like get him upstairs.
Can you believe I'm an engineer as well as a professor in history and toilets?
Fair.
Meanwhile, I'm here.
What other facts do I have?
I actually have some
Ooh.
facts as well. We've gone over all of them except for King Louis XIV, the one who made Versailles like the official palace. Kind of looked like a lady. He was very feminine. I guess he didn't look like a lady because ladies look all different. But he was very feminine, and he looked very pretty. I googled a picture of him too, and he was very pretty. And he also really liked. He told all the artists who painted him, he's like, "Hey guys, accentuate my legs, make them look great, make them long."
I mean, men used to wear heels for that exact reason. So
And every professor I've ever had who has told me that has used a picture of King Louis XIV to show that. Because I saw one of those pictures too, and he has like high heels on. Because they always said he looked like a 7-foot woman because he had giant hair and he had giant heels.
Fair enough.
I think he may have looked like Cher. I think he may have been Cher.
Or Dolly Parton.
No, because
He's still Cher. Cher has not aged, so I would believe it
Okay.
if you told me that he was Cher.
King Louis XIV was Cher. Hashtag King Louis XIV was Cher. Pass it on.
Hashtag the truth.
I believe it.
Who thirst?
True facts
No
about
refunds.
Versailles. No guarantees. No refunds.
I'm sorry. I
Oh, the Garden of Versailles itself, since we're in the garden with this little shadow of the Google bike guy, there, in addition to this whole fucking hedge maze, it covers more than 30,000 acres.
Wow.
It has over 400 sculptures and 1,400 fountains. So the one at the beginning was only the start of it.
1,400 fountains.
Yeah. Which at this time, fountains weren't really a thing. Like, it was new technology. So
That is so cool.
You know.
But it's also making me really understand why they beheaded them.
Literally.
though. I'm trying to see if I can get to the
You're
channel,
buying
but I don't
fountains
think.
when I can't feed my children.
I'm dying of starvation.
Oh no, it took me back to the
Water
beginning.
flashlight.
Okay, they're not gonna.
Oh, there's that guy again.
Yeah, it took me back here. I wanted to show you guys the channel.
That's
But
awesome.
Oh, it looks like the camera guy's riding a camel.
Yeah, it does.
it does.
See, Google's like, we can avoid mirrors, but we can't avoid the sun.
Oh, there's an orangery.
It's called the sun god because he used a lot of sun imagery in his stuff. So, back to history.
The Petit Trianon was like literally a mile away from the rest of the palace. So yeah, it was weird.
He's
Oh,
waiting,
here's-
like, where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo?
Here's part of the hedge maze.
He's in the sex chambers.
It looks exactly like a hedge maze and
What
what you would
reminded me
expect
of
from
this
it. Wait, can we do the hedge maze? We're gonna are we gonna
Oh,
get
we're
lost?
Lost so
Oh
fast.
no.
Please
It
don't
doesn't
die in.
it only lets me go 2 ways. That's
Catch it real
cheating.
quick, Ashley, on stream. Drowning in the maze.
We're gonna go this way.
I'll be the second comedian.
Oh no, we can't go any further.
No.
How dare they? I mean, literally, this was the entire hedge maze was just like statues, and then eventually there's more not statues, and you're out of the maze.
Oh yeah, Meredith and I visited this when we went to Versailles actually last week
Yeah,
for our video.
yeah.
It's the same. I'm sure you recognized it.
There's the channel. Okay, that's where you can like rent a swan boat. Me and Norm were going to, but we literally like the entire park closes at like 5 p.m. So we ran out of time. The fence is modern because they did have to redo the gardens and stuff because the whole French Revolution.
When they started letting peasants in, the peasants touched too much stuff, so they had to build a fence.
Actually, they always let peasants in, but they had a requirement, and you had to have like fancy dress. But if you didn't have fancy dress, you could rent it from the gates to get into the gardens. You couldn't go in the palace, but like
that actually makes sense as
Yeah.
to the lady who stole the necklace was able to talk to the people in the court.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the Renaissance Festival, you can rent a costume for the Renaissance Festival.
You can?
Yeah, they have
I've
a
never
whole
been.
little,
Oh my gosh.
they have a little booth where you can rent a
Come on.
costume.
Mom didn't let us dress up.
We didn't
Oh,
go.
no, that's sad.
We were really young. I was probably like 6. So
So
you
I
were
was,
probably
like,
like
4.
4. And I wanted
Fair.
to dress up as a princess, and my mom said, no one's going to be dressed up.
Y'all mumbling to each other. What the heck?
I'm literally, dude, I'm having the worst allergies of my life right now.
Oh, fair.
So my allergy pill is running out, and I have to
Oh,
keep
no.
muting to blow my nose. So I apologize for everybody.
I mean, we can't
Actually,
hear you
finally
blow
back.
your nose. We just hear like mumbling in the background.
You hear mumbling. I've muted. Unless
What?
I'm stupid.
No, you were talking to Ash.
Oh. Well, my
Couldn't
nose.
hear what you were saying, but I heard
I'm glad you
some.
didn't hear me blow my nose, because I blew my nose very loud.
Fair.
We love a good fairy core moment.
Yeah, that's true. Like we have a decent Renaissance festival, but it's only in the summer in like the dead ass heat, and it's literally hell to go to unless they happen to be raining that day. Which weirdly enough, every time I went to the Ren Fest for the last 5 years, it's been raining. I don't know how to explain it. I haven't been able to find a photo of this area, but I did go to it. I did go to this area. Huh?
I'll be right back. I just heard something fall.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't able to find like Google tours of this area, but I did go there when I was in Versailles. They have what was, I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this French. Marie Antoinette, when she was there, had the Hameau de Levrin, which was essentially just a tiny village within the gardens. I believe it was like right around here somewhere. Of course, it's not gonna let me zoom in over there, but it was like little cottages and stuff like that. And that's where she would go when she wanted to escape the hustle and bustle of the palace, and she would live out her fantasy of living as a commoner, which the whole theme of my outfit was based on. But they literally would hire people to come and live as commoners with her in this tiny village that she created on the grounds of Versailles.
They're like, come cosplay with Maria.
Literally.
Poor person.
Literally. Like, they were servants, but like their whole purpose was to be poor servants.
Interesting.
Yeah. I actually got ice cream at one of the cottages there, and it was
Ooh.
violet flavored, and I'm living for it. I love violet flavored stuff.
Love violet. Oh. Yeah, you had hella violet flavored syrup when I went to see your coffee bar.
I do, because I love violet flavored shit. They did get paid to do it. That was their job, was to pretend to be commoners or peasants. And she would do stuff like milking cows.
Wait, so were they pretending to be peasants, or were they actually peasants getting paid?
They were actually peasants, but they were getting paid to pretend to be peasants. In this pretend town that Marie had created. So yeah, technically they weren't pretending, but at the same time they were. Like they were acting as peasants in this fake town that didn't actually exist, that was
They're
created by
pretending to
Marie.
pretend.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. I know.
Whoa.
So they were peasants, but also at the same time they were getting paid to be peasants.
I would like to get paid to be peasant. Wait, I am. Wait,
I
that
mean,
sounds like communism.
you're not wrong.
That's a really hot take.
That's burning hot. Maybe too hot.
Chantel, no!
Chantal,
Oh, no.
Chantel's banned from the chat.
Yeah, can we ban Chantel from the chat?
they're no longer allowed to comment.
They got paid to live by somebody who lived like them.
Okay, honestly though, this is exactly what it was. They got paid to live by somebody who wanted to live like them. And you can even see in the Marie Antoinette movie the whole part where she's living like on a farm and there's chickens and stuff. That was her pretending to be a commoner. But the whole time she was living in the gardens of Versailles. And it wasn't even like the Petit Trianon. It was like an entirely different village that was built within the gardens.
Hot take, Marie Antoinette invented cottagecore.
Literally.
Oh my god.
And that's on that. Thank you, everyone.
Literally, though. Look at all those chickens.
They had no internet. It was boring. You're right.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they pretended to be peasants. And
Yeah.
that's
Like, what else are you supposed to do when you're rich and, like, royalty?
Nothing gets the
Just
adrenaline pumping, like pretending like you don't
live-
have the means to eat.
Live in a palace and sleep with your mistress, sir. I don't know what a male version of a mistress is, but
Still a
Mister?
mistress.
Mister? Monsieur?
I vote for it's still a mistress.
It's Monsieur.
Missless.
Because this is France.
Less than a mistress.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Unrelated to the grounds of the palace completely, apparently there are male mistress. I guess it would be like a master, but nobody cares about that, so it's a male mistress.
Mr. Mistress, that's my favorite.
Mr. Mistress.
I didn't come across this when I was there, unfortunately, but supposedly there are wormholes in the palace. So tourists will often walk into like palace rooms and there will be a whole ass 18th century like royal party. And I'm like, why was I not a part of that?
How dare they?
Literally, exactly.
How
Like-
dare they not invite Rae?
Exactly. I'm offended.
We should behead them for that.
Exactly. Speaking of beheading, Marie Antoinette's actual last words were, "Pardon me, I meant not to do it," because she had stepped on the executioner's foot on the way to the guillotine.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The secret door in the palace did not go to the caves. The secret door went to a whole other section. The caves were in their little grotto. It was basically like a hidden doorway within the hedge maze or whatever, and it led down into a moss bed. That was a secret moss bed for sexy times. So the two were unrelated, but like at the same time they were related because, you know.
I can't take one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm sneezing.
Yes,
Jamie's dying.
I'm literally dying. I'm having
stealing my
Stop
passion
dying.
of dying in a maze. I know we're not in the maze anymore, but we're close enough.
This is basically like the maze is right there. I don't even know where this thing is taking me anymore.
It's taking you on an adventure.
Oh, there's more maze.
Secret
We have officially gotten lost in the maze. If we were in The Shining, we would be dead by now.
If we were in my fantasies, I'd be dead by now. I'm just kidding.
That's fair.
Only in a real maze. I want to physically be in a maze. So now doesn't count. Do you hear me? Now doesn't count. Not yet.
Okay.
Anyway, look at this maze, guys.
This is a maze.
Wow.
Sex dungeon maze. Oh, hold on.
French.
Louis the 14th also loved organizing parties in the gardens, including secret sex grotto parties. No, that was just Marie. That wasn't a Louis the 14th thing. In 1664, on a stage set up in the royal way, the king performed a ballet called Princess of Elide, which had been specifically written for the occasion. That's cool.
Ooh.
We want to hear the spicy facts. Boating pleasures.
Boating pleasures.
When he was not dancing, Louis XIV would sail along the Grand Canal on the 20-meter long galley ship, which is powered by 42 rowers. The whole Grand Canal was literally like a mile long, and his boat was 20 meters.
His boat was 20 meters?
Yeah.
People have big trucks, they're trying to compensate.
Fair. I mean, I heard he was kind of short. I don't know the true facts about that.
Wait, the 14th or 16th?
This was the 14th.
I heard he was tall. No, I think he was like 5'4", actually. I think he was 5'4". So,
I don't actually know their heights. I could just read 14.
The lack of preparation hits again.
Excuse you, I have a whole list of Versailles facts. Hold on.
Hold on.
Do you see this? Do you see this notepad listed Versailles facts?
That's very
Oh
virtual
my God,
Versailles.
you guys.
Exactly.
He was 5 feet 4 inches tall. I got it completely right. He's 5 feet 4 inches tall. I was right on the dot.
Wasn't Neapolitan like 4'11"?
No, Napoleon.
Sorry. Neapolitan ice cream.
I think he was 5'6". Let me see if I get it right twice.
I don't think he was 5'6". I thought he was like 4 something.
Oh my God. I got it right a second time. He was 5'6", guys. Best history professor.
Was he really?
Yes, he was 5'6".
That was not short, like, at all. I'm 5'7".
Propaganda done by the British.
What?
It was propaganda to make people think that he was small, so that they're like, he's not a threat when he was.
What?
Napoleon.
I thought he was short as hell. Damn.
I cannot believe I know the height of everyone who ever lived.
How tall is Beyonce?
I barely know the height of myself.
Look it up. She said 5'8".
Let's see if I get it right.
Let's see how tall Beyonce
Wait, was Beyonce 5'8"?
Oh, I'm so close. 5'7". I was close.
That's my height.
OMG, Rae is basically Beyonce.
I am basically Beyonce.
Rae's Beyonce. Cher is King Louis XIV. Exposed here.
I'd believe it.
Things you learn of virtual Versailles.
Oh, you can't take a shot. I'm sorry. You can take like almost
take half a shot.
Oh, I didn't take a shot.
Wait,
take half a shot.
I gotta grab more alcohol. I'm out. How does Ash know this?
I know. That's a great one. She's a savant.
No, okay, Beyonce's I guessed, but I genuinely knew the other two. I was like, I've read this before, I swear. Because I do genuinely like learning about history.
I feel like I've been conned my entire life into thinking Napoleon was like 4 foot something. And now I don't even know what to think anymore. My whole life is a lie.
Your paradigm has been shifted.
Literally.
How does it feel?
I need more alcohol for this.
No,
I will be right
where's
back.
your libations?
I'll take over. So this is the gardens. They had what was referred to back then as grass and trees. They also had this really interesting feature that not many people had at the time called clean water. Just kidding, it wasn't clean. They peed in it. They probably didn't, but it probably got there anyway. It was kind of everywhere. I don't
breathed in pee.
If you see in this picture, you can see clouds in the sky. I don't believe those were invented yet. I believe those were a later addition.
The shit pans. Yes, actually, that is what floated through the canal.
Why is that what I came back to?
That's what it always comes back to, right?
Because I was leading the panel while you were gone. So,
Fair.
you know.
Who put Ash in charge? First of all, Jamie, I blame this on you.
I'll take full responsibility. I am half a bottle of wine in.
I am a full bottle of wine in, and also like half a six
Let's
pack.
see where I'm
It's
at.
fine. I'm repping Colorado here with Palisade peach flavored beer.
Palisade peaches.
I know. I was so mad. I went to the grocery store to get more peaches, and they didn't have Palisade ones, and they were from California, and I'm like, no.
Nicole is sassy tonight.
Damn! Hi, Mish.
The panelists we didn't even advertise.
Literally, Nicole is savage.
I love it. I
First
think
of
she's great. I
all,
love Nicole.
you come into my panel.
Nicole
You missed the witty commentary.
Whoever said it was witty.
I did in the panel description.
Nicole's always been spicy. She's a hot, spicy old favorite.
Exactly.
I do love spicy food.
The witty commentary was about Marie Antoinette's sex grottos, so we already passed that. We're past the witty commentary, and we're just on to the like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Ashley said Nicole's the only one who passes a class, so.
Keep in mind, everybody else gets a B except for Rae and Jamie.
What do I get?
I'll hand your paper to you later.
I was
This reminds
spewing
me of
all
college.
these facts at you, and you're gonna tell me that.
Rae gets a C.
Oh my god!
This is exactly like college.
Literally.
Can you guys believe that they're gonna let me be a teacher? Like for realsies, I'm gonna be a teacher. Can you guys believe?
Who invited Ash here? First of all,
I did. Thank you.
this is our
She
panel.
invited herself.
I did. I was like, hey Jamie, I'm showing up for your panel, so prepare.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna barge on in here and be like, you're wrong.
It's Sagittarius Sun against Sagittarius Rising.
Oh yeah.
But you both are Aries moons.
That's the real conflict.
The real conflict is that I'm a sun in Scorpio.
I think it's funny that I was referred to as the only one who knows anything because Ray's the only one who did the actual research.
I did do the actual research.
She like had a whole document about it, and I was like,
I had a whole notepad dedicated to this. I had more information. I just forgot it because I forgot to post it into my document.
she also has actually been to Versailles, and I said that the clouds were added in later. So
Damn!
working on the test.
I went all the way. I went thousands of miles. I don't know how far it is.
Probably thousands.
I went thousands of miles and
Let me guess that number. No, I'm just kidding.
eight time zones.
Miles away Versailles.
8 time zones. They're 8 hours ahead of us, just so you know. 8 time zones, all the way to Versailles, and this is how Nicole treats
I'm
me.
guessing 29,000.
It's how far?
I'll take a shot to that. Cheers, bro. Drink to that.
2,500? No, it's more than that.
I'm guessing 1,800.
I'm guessing
probably wrong.
29,000.
Mine was 2,500. Okay, let's see who's closest.
Hold on.
Mishka, you're clicking on random stuff on the thing. Sorry.
It's closed.
Huh?
It's closed. So it's not open at this time of day.
Well,
So
yeah. They're 8 hours ahead of us. That's like
Let's see here.
6 in the morning.
No, that's like 7:30, dude.
I said it wasn't Mary Magdalene, but it was a famous person.
The queen, the king's mistress who isn't Mary Magdalene.
It's not Mary Magdalene. I know it's
Thank God
not.
She cleared that up.
Let me see how wrong.
Mishka. Yeah,
It
well,
won't
I have
show
a
me.
cat. Okay, get out of here.
78,000.
I was so off.
We were
closest.
like, yeah, we were very off. I'm pretty sure 2,500 is like New York. Just guessing off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
More toilet facts.
More toilet facts.
Oh my God, Chantel's drunk, guys.
Good.
I'll drink
Chills.
the equal hat.
Niche, what are you doing? I got a little fuzzy
More
tail
toilet
here.
Oh, friend.
Hi,
Oh,
Mish.
I saw a friend. Ray's grade is raised to a B.
I get a B
I
just
have
for
two
having
kids.
a moosh.
Where are they? I'll see the
This
proof.
is
I'll give you
moosh.
a
Mish,
grade
moosh.
raise when I see the proof.
He doesn't like being picked up. Put you down.
What a baby. I love
The
him.
amount of times Nicole needs to be banned from the chat.
Literally.
I'm drunk. How does
Nicole
it feel?
is the 4th panelist.
Not anymore. She's cut. She's cut from the panel
The secret
schedule.
panelist, the secret hidden panelist of every panel, actually.
Yeah, every panel just features Trashly from now on.
I'm being banned again for heckling Rae.
Yeah.
I actually support
This
the heckling
is
of Rae.
this
I
is
think you've
my
been-
space,
you've been
Nicole,
nice
and I
to
don't
me.
appreciate you taking over my space and heckling me.
Part
So
two, like I do have a portion of my panel tomorrow about bullying and how it's fake. Thank you.
yeah, you're fake, Nicole. How does it feel?
That is also bullying. Thank you.
Just have an entire section on how Nicole bullies me.
I will add a slide to my Google Slides for that. Yes.
Good.
I'm just kidding, guys. Don't expect that, please.
It's because I'm a sweet Lolita. Nicole is a goth. No, don't listen to her. The bullying is not fake. It is not fake.
In
First
Lolita,
of all.
it is pronounced faux. The bullying is faux.
No,
I'm
she
a
didn't
faux
spell
Lolita.
it faux though.
Lolita, so it is faux.
Well, she didn't spell it faux because she's a faux Lita.
Hey, don't use that as a negative term. It is positive only. I do
No.
also talk about Folitas in my Folita panel.
Don't tell me what to do. This is my space. But not my space because
What is
that
MySpace?
the panels. This is my thing. The panels. Leave me alone.
Ray's being bullied in her own.
Literally.
Panel
I'm
are
being
you
bullied in my own panels. I'm the one behind all this. Y'all, get out of here.
Who else's panel are you supposed to be bullied in? That's all I'm saying.
This
It's
is
your
not the
space where
panel.
you're bullying.
This is not the panel for bullying me. Thank you, Nightbot. At least he's not posting every minute now.
Technical
Don't
issues.
highlight that.
I have to take off the key top, y'all. It's too hot now.
I actually am
Yeah.
also getting kind of sweaty, so it's
Ooh.
too dark.
It's Professor After Dark.
It's 18 plus, guys.
Oh.
18 plus.
Oh,
Let's see
girl,
shoulders.
you rebutton your no.
No, I'm not really gonna, but I'm really getting sweaty though.
Nightbot was bullying me too.
Everybody
That's true.
bullies
This-
me.
This
I'm
afternoon.
just. This is why I stay behind the scenes most of the time.
That's not true at all. You always have
Because y'all are like, we need panels. We need to represent.
He's like, I've never done a panel in my
I got
life.
shoulders out.
What's a panel? All I know about panels is I make people appear on the screen, and that's it. Like, I'm the one that makes people appear.
Just so everyone knows, I will take off a piece of clothing for everyone who shits in their home on the floor in solidarity.
At least tell people you will shed clothing for tips.
And
Because
tips, but only at work.
hold on. No, I don't want caps
shitting on the
lock.
floor.
We forgot to plug.
I'm plugging. It's fine.
Um,
Like what you see?
if you like content like this,
Some goddamn reason. If you like content like that,
I only say that because everyone expects me to do
drop your OnlyFans. I don't have one.
OnlyFans doesn't even let you do OnlyFans stuff anymore. So
my OnlyFans is more hipster than that. It goes by a different name. It's called Facebook.
my OnlyFans is committed solely to pictures of my forehead because people don't get to see that on a regular basis.
Wait, whoa, scandalous.
Ray,
Oh,
drop
they
the link. Drop the link, Ray.
I don't have a link. Get out of here. This is the asexual panel. Get out of here.
This really is the asexual.
It really is.
We're like, let's talk sex dungeons. And
I was not the one that scheduled this panel. I'm just going to mention that. That was Jamie.
it's true. I knew it was going to be off the rails big time, so.
I mean, I'm fine with being the last panel tonight, but I did not make it that on purpose.
I did. I knew it was going to be wild. We're in for a wild ride. Excuses, says Quinn. We're nothing but excuses. You should know this. You've known us long
My excuse is I have a big forehead.
She tick, guys.
I like whatever is going on in this photo though.
I can't see the picture. Oh, something interesting.
Is
like
that
them,
a feathered man?
That is bondage
them some big feathers.
for the sex dungeons.
Classic.
And then I click on it and it doesn't tell me what it is.
We lost a viewer when we said that.
I mean, what did they expect? This is the 18 plus panel.
Yes, we
This
warned.
is the late night, we don't know what the hell we're doing anymore panel.
This is the Let's Get Ashley a Little Tipsy and Let Her Talk About History Things panel, which was a mistake.
I mean, honestly, that's what we were aiming for, though, is just
true.
history and drunk history. That's
You
that's
know,
the whole series, and that's what we're going for.
Ray should feel very blessed because I offered to do this panel and I never drink because it gives me vertigo. So everybody put an F in the chat for tomorrow morning, Jamie.
F in chat for Jamie's hangover.
Hopefully it goes okay. I got water here. Let's hope. Thank
Drink
you.
lots of water. We'll hope.
Put a T in the chat for Trashly.
you.
No, this is
having
F in
physical
chat.
Therapy tomorrow.
You have physical therapy?
I do have physical therapy tomorrow. I will be in a pool.
Thank you, our
Hungover.
Kelsey.
That sounds pretty dope, though.
T in the chat for Ashley.
Strawberry jam donuts.
We got some teas.
And
Thank
a-
you.
We do have some teas. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, Chantel got a tea.
Oh,
I mean, I'll be fine tomorrow. Like,
you.
whatever.
thank you for the teas.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought like 4
You're the
packs of like the old produce from Kroger. That's like $1 for a bag. I bought 4 of them, and they're all passion fruit. And I'm gonna make passion fruit preserves, and it's gonna be dope as hell.
I've had Ray's passion fruit preserve. They're really good.
I haven't. They're also really good.
I'm gonna make a ton of it.
If you want to talk
Okay,
about Lolita being
Nicole,
sexualized, see my
none
camera.
of us are wearing Lolita. But also, the entire era of Rococo was sexualized enough.
No, it wasn't.
It
needs more.
Have you seen Kamikaze Girls, where she's literally like, yeah, the whole Rococo era was like sex everywhere.
Also, if you'd like to see a reference to Kamikaze Girls, go to my Lolita
Ashley's
Apparently,
ulterior.
we're all Frolitos.
Somebody's not here, guys.
Oh, Passion for the sex caves, Quinn.
Ooh,
On point.
1000%.
I mean, fun Versailles fact. Their favorite drink in Versailles was hot chocolate because it was believed to be an aphrodisiac. Just saying.
I believe it.
Yeah.
From my experiences, I believe it.
I don't because it always burns my tongue.
That's
Well,
the sex
that's
part. Doesn't sex
because
burn
you're
your
too
tongue?
impatient.
Or have I been doing it wrong?
No comment.
Joke's on you guys. I haven't been doing it.
Ashley didn't even need a sign to teach us everything.
Rude. The sign wasn't to teach you. The sign was just to inform that.
I may not have had a sign, but I had note cards, guys. I had note cards. But the sign was cuter. I
didn't need to present a sign, Nicole. Okay.
Let's be real.
First of all, the sign was just for you guys.
The sign was for pure theatricality.
Exactly. I didn't need a sign. I could have just been like, yo, this happened in Versailles. But I was like, no, Versailles facts. Because you know what? I watch Worth It, and they always have food facts. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. We're going to do that. So I have Versailles facts.
I
Nicole's too good for those.
This was inspired by Worth It.
It was slightly
No, I spelled it right. But I now have a Versailles facts sign as well.
I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's my note cards.
Get out of here, Nicole. Leave me alone.
It's true though.
Nicole
Rae is
likes to bully
low-hanging
me.
fruit, if you will. But she's good fruit. Like
Nicole likes to bully me. That's
passion fruit.
the only true facts here.
Rae is passion fruit because she's a Scorpio. You heard it here
Versailles
first.
fact, you guys. Raise a passion fruit.
I'll accept that.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'll accept that. I think I ran out of Versailles facts. Was that all of them? Was that all the ones I had saved?
Let's see.
Do you have the extra Versailles facts, Trashy?
Oh, I think King Louis XIV invented ballet, or he was a big ballet fan. He didn't invent it, but he was like very involved with ballet. He's also called the Sun King. I think I said that before.
Waltz did not exist during the
Parts. It is Versailles parts. Wait, where's the pen?
Yeah. Waltz
Versailles
did not
parts.
exist until after the French Revolution, and then they're like, you know what, we're gonna waltz.
This time I use a marker, which may or may not have been worse. Versailles farts. Use the toilet.
I mean, same thing, honestly.
Versailles farts.
Versailles farts.
That's what would happen if you missed the silver pan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what would happen if you're lactose intolerant in the 1600s.
Did they eat a lot of cheese?
They did.
They ate like peacock and shit. Like, it would not surprise me.
Peacock doesn't have anything to do with lactose intolerance, though.
No, I know,
No,
but like,
I got there.
people don't eat peacock anymore. Probably for a reason. I don't actually know. Maybe they just decided that they didn't want to eat peacock anymore, but you know.
Maybe they were like, hey, these are pretty. Leave them alone.
Maybe. They're not
Maybe they'll do that with
endangered.
you
I don't
one day,
know.
right?
I don't know what the situation was.
Did
But
you do that?
no.
I said maybe they'll do that with you one day, right? They'll be like, hey, she's pretty, leave her alone.
Damn! They ain't even gonna get that far. They're gonna be like, this bitch can't even handle her.
Versailles farts. Ray's pretty. Ray's pretty, let's leave her alone.
Now I need to cross out the C and put an R.
Oh my god. This really is Versailles.
I'm so mad I can't find out what this statue is about because when I click on it, it gives me black and white photos. Or, sorry, not black and white, sepia, which is worse.
Is it pronounced sepia or sepia?
Sepia?
Sepia. Yeah, I think so. Because in language, each what is it called, syllable, you say the letter's name, which means that you say like E instead of eh.
But does that only apply to English or does it apply to other languages?
It does not apply to other languages, which English is a Frankenstein of a language, actually.
Oh, I know.
French and German and other Celtic languages.
As much as I like to make fun of French, it still makes more sense than English does.
English is actually a Germanic language, but it takes a lot from Roman or Romance languages.
Isn't German a Romance language?
No.
I don't think so. It's a Germanic language. It's different.
Fair enough.
Spanish, French, Italian, or Romance? I'm not sure beyond that.
French, Italian, Spanish.
Portuguese might be.
Portuguese.
I mean, Portuguese is like similar to Spanish, so I could see it.
Romance languages are Spanish, French, Italian, because they're derived from Latin.
Oh, Portuguese isn't?
Portuguese is because I think it's derived from Spanish. Let me Google it.
Yeah.
Romance languages.
Are those cannons? There's just a bunch of cannons.
Are perfect to go with romantic or romantique or Blarm 101.
Okay, so
earlier.
We're past that.
Okay, Romance languages are Spanish, Portuguese, French, Italian, Romanian, Catalan, and then some others that are very small languages.
Fair enough.
French.
I feel like English is just a combination of all of those.
It is technically a Germanic language because it takes the most from German, but it is a combination of all of them. Especially a lot of our fancier words are French because when the Franks took over England, they made the aristocratic, like, high society, they spoke French, and the lower society, which is why, like, sheep is like a German word and mutton is a French word.
Okay. I know a lot of our words are in common with German, but also other languages too.
Yeah, it's basically because English got taken over so many times by so many different people, which is ironic. It is ironic because then they took over everybody.
Imagine that.
Yikes on bikes, my dude.
It won't let me control what
Ask
is
trying
happening.
to take over England again. Give them a taste of their own medicine. They forgot, so let's remind them.
They have doors to every room in their house. Even the kitchen. They have doors to their kitchen.
Isn't that how a house works?
No.
We have doors to our kitchen.
Yeah, I don't have a door to my kitchen. It's a arc, I guess.
Your house now doesn't have a door to a kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, I stand corrected.
Yeah, no, they have doors to
to
their kitchen. They have doors to their living room. I'm like, y'all have too many doors.
That's because when people were shitting in the other room, they didn't want to.
They had to have a separate section for their chamber pots, for their entertainment chamber pots.
I have one single question for you, Strawberry Jam Donuts. Was it a swinging door? Thank you.
That is the perfect question.
That is a legit question. Because that was a thing.
It got removed before I was alive.
So it was like a 70s door.
Well, did you know anything about the store? We need the door information.
Yeah, give us door facts.
Yeah, can you live stream yourself calling? It was a swinging door. Yes, exactly. That's what we needed.
That's what we needed.
Okay.
We wanted to know your primary source.
That gives us enough information. You probably had shag carpet at one point.
Was there a mushroom cookie jar?
I wish there was a mushroom cookie jar.
Oh, you know nothing else.
Okay.
You had shag carpet.
Important fact.
Your house, the theme colors were avocado green, burnt sienna, and
brown,
burnt umber, whatever that orange color is. Yeah.
My
parents
grandmother
still
has
have
shag carpet in her
too.
house, and I'm jealous of it every day of my life.
Don't be. Shag carpet, like, old shag carpet is not great.
Well, I
Love
like
the
I like the
glitter
color.
wine.
Glitter wine? Is it
Glitter
the...
We're about it.
What is the name
Is
of
there
that?
glitter in the wine? That doesn't feel FDA approved.
It was the thing I sent Jamie. The Vinique.
Yeah, the Vinique. Is it Vinique? Is it
Vinique.
purple Vinique?
Yeah, that's
didn't
what I
love
was
the
thinking
taste
of.
that.
Apparently, you
And
can make
how-
your own Vinique. You put shimmer. It's like pearl powder in alcohol. It doesn't work in regular drinks, but if you put it in alcohol, it like floats within the liquid, and you can make your own Vinique that way.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I have a Snapchat of me just swirling it around.
I have one of our, I think it was from Mystical Tea Garden. I have like a teacup with that in it.
The red one, I had the purple one.
I'm surprised you were actually able to find it though, because they don't make it anymore. It's discontinued.
Really?
They stopped
Maybe
making
there was
it.
glitter in it, and people were unsettled. By
It's
that.
not actual glitter. It's
Did you
mica.
put glitter
It's
in it?
mica powder. It's ingestible mica powder.
Did it glitter?
It's like shimmery as
It's
opposed to glittery, so it's ingestible.
You brought the
What?
glitter back.
It's dope.
I'm bringing glitter back.
Yeah.
Don't other Lolitas tell you how to act.
Yeah.
Fair. But yeah, they
But,
put mica powder in it, which is ingestible, but it's stone. You're eating rocks.
That rocks, dude.
You're eating rocks. I would be okay with
Yeah.
eating rocks.
I used to eat
Fair.
rocks as a kid, and a teenager, and an adult.
I can verify that.
Okay, but beads, I want to eat them all the time. They feel
Beads?
good. They feel good on my throat. I like to eat beads. I don't do it, but I can't stop thinking about it.
Catch Ashley on the next episode of My Strange Addiction.
Literally, don't eat beads. Those are not
I
ingestible.
don't do it. I just heavily want to.
I ate snails as a toddler.
Okay,
No!
we vibe.
It's okay.
I love snails.
You know pony beads, like the little pony beads they use for everything. I used to stick those up my nose as a kid.
I get a Polly Pocket dress with snails.
I
Polly
mean, the
Polly
French
Pocket dresses
the French eat
were-
snails.
peak food. We're Polly Pocket dresses.
And
The
on the
French eat
Trianon Tea Party menu, we have Polly Pocket dresses.
They're just for palate cleansing, not for swallowing.
I thought I was protecting them.
That was not a thing I ate in France.
I have a question. Strawberry jam donuts. Did you chew? That's my question. If you thought you were protecting them, did you chew?
I still remember.
People
Chewing
still
was
eat
involved.
I'm
still
so
eat
horrified.
snails though. Like that's a delicacy,
Dude,
apparently.
I love snails. I identify as a snail.
I bet they look
Like
small
you
too.
identify
I do
as
that.
eating a snail or just like existing as a snail?
Existing as a snail.
Okay.
My soul is a snail.
That's true.
And when I'm struggling, it's a slug.
Fair. I
Those are my two
understand
things.
that.
When she's naked, it's a slug as well because she has lost her shape.
That was like the one thing we did not eat when we were in Paris was snails.
I won't eat. Thank God. I was really worried there for a second.
Appreciated.
I was
Coward.
terrified for my life.
You're a coward. Also, did you chew? Yes or no?
You don't chew. You just schlock them down.
Schlock 'em.
You schlock them down. That's how it works. You don't
Visual of a
chew.
word. Visual word that is.
Okay, but I'm not wrong.
Thank you,
Okay.
Strawberry Jam Donuts, for not eating me. I really appreciate it.
I still think you're a coward.
Although, can you eat me before Monday so I don't have to go to work? Thank you.
That would be nice.
It would be really nice.
It'd be all right.
But do you
Wait,
schluck them
I
down?
can't come in. Somebody ate me.
Yeah, I'm being eaten, like, currently. So, like, I won't be there Monday.
I mean, you're on vacation in like a week, so.
It's true.
Hi,
Yeah.
guys. I'm just shooting you this email to let you know that I am currently being eaten, which I think may impact my attendance on Monday.
Vacation.
I'm having a raycation.
A raycation.
That's me.
Strawberry jam donuts. So you never answered Ashley's question.
I think that in itself is an answer.
Yeah, do you schluck them down? That's the real question.
I don't think they do. I think
But
the
that's
schlucking
what
did
you
not happen.
do.
I think they protected them by chewing
Obviously,
Protected
they're
them
not
from the
from New
world.
York then.
through death.
You just schluck them.
Schluck 'em.
Protection.
What do
through
you
death.
schluck, Ray?
You schluck them, and then, because I don't eat snails, but then when you have corn, you shuck them.
Oh, okay, so they did schluck 'em. They did schluck 'em. I'm
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's
Or
that's
was
some
the
schlucking
suffocation type
action.
situation?
horrified.
Oh, you're not supposed to crunch. That's how you break your teeth.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Too crunchy.
Handed.
Forbidden crunch.
You are braver than any U.S. Marine. Just kidding. But you're very brave.
Because little kids do not have good control. It's true.
That is
Yeah.
accurate. As somebody who is training to be a teacher, that is accurate. As somebody who's worked with kids extensively. Horrifying
As
reaction.
someone who's married to someone in the military, I applaud you because you're probably stronger than him.
The shade.
Damn. Good thing Norm's not here. It's fine.
He'll live.
This time. I'm just kidding.
He'd
Oh
be
my
like,
God,
yeah.
Ominous, I know.
What is the French snails?
Escargot.
Thank you. Escargot. That's what I was thinking of.
Virtual Versailles.
Finally, someone understood what French word I was thinking of.
I got you, Ray. You know I'm always here for you.
Thanks, girl.
Jamie is always here for you.
Always.
We do have the tea, Chantel. You should
Chantel
know
knows.
this.
The tea
You should
stands
know
I
for
was
trash.
worried about them. I thought they disappeared forever.
The tea or Chantel?
Chantel.
Oh, no. They hear. They aware.
They're aware.
More than I can say about myself, am I right, lady?
Literally.
Like bro.
we kind of finished up this tour. I don't have any more Versailles facts. If y'all wanted more Versailles facts, I can come up with stuff.
If you like some more Versailles farts,
It's
They are
not gonna be
Versailles
accurate.
fake
Yeah.
so I can come up with some stuff as well. I can make up fake facts.
Almost the whole bottle of wine. Very close to.
Girl.
I have now had 4 empty bottles. You got 3 of them? Because the 4th one's in the trash. Jamie thought it fell earlier.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get like a 6-pack because that lasts me the whole weekend on top of the rosé.
It's gone.
I only have 2 left.
Bye. She said
I'm
goodnight.
sorry. I'm sorry
later.
for being a
Good
monster.
night, sweet ladies.
Good night, sweet man.
I'm not going to finish the song because it's a bummer.
That's true.
So long farewell, auf Wiedersehen,
Let's sing
goodbye.
one day more.
Another day,
another
another destiny.
These men who seem
Never
to know my
ending
life will surely
for
come a second time one day more.
I don't remember the words, even though I was in this musical before.
Tomorrow you'll be
Far
well.
away. This whole musical was about the
Versailles
French
farts.
Revolution.
Les Mis is a documentary. It's a
You
documentary.
know you'll pay to watch us
Beside me. Oh, wait. Versailles farts. Embarrassing ones.
Oh,
I used to in high school listen to that song and pretend it is about my crush.
in high school, I was in that musical. I'm just gonna.
In high school, we did that musical for theater, and Jamie told me to join theater, and then she backed out of it.
Damn, she ghosted you.
She came back next year. It was fine.
It's
was a
not
rough year.
fine. It's not fine.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't.
As a theater kid, I don't believe
But
you.
that's funny because in my senior year, I did nothing for the musical, and I was still listed on the T-shirts for them.
You didn't do anything for Aida?
My senior year, not your senior year.
I'm sorry.
My senior year was musical.
Susical, you were.
My musical career in high school was shit.
As was mine.
I did costumes. Somebody told them that I could sew. I couldn't really.
She
Yeah.
could so.
Yeah. One year we did Brigadoon, which apparently has its own like movie now.
Oh,
I did
interesting.
not know that.
We did Annie, Guys and Dolls, Les Mis, and Aida.
We did Les Mis, Aida, Kiss Me Kate, terrible musical, and Susical.
We did Brigadoon, Les Mis, the Clue the musical.
What the
Horrifying.
Yeah, literally was not a part of that.
That
And
ruined
then
my night.
what was? Oh my god, what was?
Don't
the
think of
last
that
one
on
we
my
did?
deathbed. I appreciate it.
The only ones I remember are Brigadoon and Les Mis because the
Versailles
other
Farts.
ones were Versailles Farts and nobody cared about them.
Versailles Farts, my deathbed will be in a maze.
My brother got to do Little Shop of Horrors. I'm kind of mad about
Look at
that.
my best friend. Natalie.
My brother was the dentist.
Can our next
Son be a dentist.
virtual event just be us recreating Little Shop of Horrors?
I mean, I would not argue with that. I would be for that.
I would love to be involved, and I would hate to watch it.
Downtown where the folks are broke, you go downtown where your life's a joke.
You go downtown.
It's when the theater kids come out.
Literally.
I'm coming.
We're at the point of the night where like no one expects us to actually do anything anymore because the panel is over. It was over like an hour ago. So if you're still here, like, why?
We love you.
Why are you here?
And we love you.
I mean, yeah, we do love you, but also questioning it a little bit.
Love but judgment.
Love but judgment.
No, he doesn't. But he has the dentist laugh. He
I love
has like the villain laugh. That's like yeah, like that, but like better.
What are you trying to say, Ray?
That was not your best villain laugh. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow, okay.
I'm just
I
saying.
haven't attacked you this whole panel.
Have you though?
No.
You
I'm
agreed
always
with Nicole.
I'm always Team Ray. The tea! Chantel's is coming through to be like, the tea!
Yeah, you didn't include me in your alarm panel, so
You knew it was happening. Y'all want to see something funny?
do it.
Just so we're all aware.
Yeah. This is how virtual Versailles.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Is the weird 2-color action.
Honestly though.
Why is there a red patch? Your guess is as good as mine.
Exactly. But thanks for hanging out with us still.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, we don't even have like Versailles up anymore, but y'all are troopers.
We must be entertaining or something. Hopefully.
No. I don't know what that's like.
the color changing will give you an accurate depiction of how weird these lights are. I don't know why. Right there.
It's blue and green. Oh,
Now that one's dead for whatever reason. And then we're going back to yellow and purple
nice.
with a little red patch for whatever
For
reason.
accent color.
Thank
Here
you,
for you
Quinn.
guys. Quinn, you're
We appreciate you. We're here for you.
we
First of all,
Versailles farts. I was not here for a second, but I'm
Versailles fact. I don't have any more facts actually.
and Versailles farts.
That's fine.
You know,
Mishka.
if you want to catch some actual accurate Versailles facts, watch
I gave
Nicole.
some accurate Versailles facts. I have a cat.
Okay,
Yeah, watch Nicole.
let me
guys.
rephrase. If you want to see some straight up history content without the antics, check out Nicole's panel tomorrow.
And if you want only the antics and almost no history, check out my panels.
I'm not monitoring Nicole. She is an adult. She can monitor herself. She's not going to. She's just going to say whatever the hell she wants. But
I'm here because I have loopy toddler humor.
honestly,
Yes!
same.
That is what we're here for. That is
Yeah,
what we
That's
what-
why we scheduled this panel as the last one of the evening.
that is what the
because-
Colorado Gothic and Lolita Society.
Yeah, we're co-gals, and we have no idea what's happening, but we're here anyway.
The tail just right across the screen as you're saying that.
Mishka,
This
why are
is
you
how all of our
interrupting?
meats end. If you ever wanted to know what our meats are like, this is what it is.
Literally.
Us just sitting around figuring it out.
Yeah.
Intercat.
Occasionally, there's like mimosas and stuff.
It's true.
What are you doing? Can you say hi?
There's also occasionally. What else is there occasionally?
Pets.
Pets.
Ah!
Oh, he's trying to big you
Oh,
on camera.
What the hell, dude?
top
He's so
10 animal
mad.
fails.
He's
Oh my god.
he just
He's
straight
a
up was like,
criminal.
no, I'm not having this
You've
shit.
been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
He's not even smooth. You're rude, Mish. He's so mad. He's mad. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on.
He looks like he's sassy. Little sassy boy.
He is sassy.
He's so cute though. I love him. I love Mishka.
Little boy.
He is a friend and a confidant.
Ah, don't bite me, you little shit.
Oh, he's sassy today.
What? No. Get out of here. Get out
Oh
of
man, I
here.
hope I don't get vertigo tomorrow morning.
Oh, get out of here. Do you see this? He's such a butthead, Mish. He's such a butthead.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Oh,
Little kitty on camera. I wish my cats would come out.
I wish my cats were alive.
Did you almost fall?
Thanks for making it sad.
Yeah, what the heck?
Anytime, guys. Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
R.I.P.
I have nothing. I have nothing to drink to that.
We love you. Little babies forever in our hearts.
This is my first draft of the Versailles facts.
I'm glad you changed it.
Yeah, exactly. This
I like
is
the new
so
one better.
much better.
I agree. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Versailles fart. Rae's sign is
Where's my fart?
Versailles part.
I could probably pull up some more Versailles farts. I'm still trying to figure out who the mistress was.
No, Versailles farts have to be fake Versailles facts. For example, Versailles farts. The name Versailles was named after King Louis XIII's pet iguana who he found on the side of the road in Paris, which made him realize it was gross and want to go hunting in Versailles.
I believe it.
Was in Versailles.
Yes, the iguana was named Versailles. He told King Louis XIII his name, and King Louis XIII was like, "That's a great name." I'm gonna name
Okay,
it."
but like the iguana just showed up, and King Louis was like, ugh. So they named it Versailles because he sighed at the sight of the iguana.
Can you redo that sigh again?
Oh,
Thank you.
I think that's
You're
also the
welcome.
noises you could hear from the sex dungeons. Versailles fart.
Fair. What the hell are you doing?
Oh my god.
He's a troublemaker. He's
Just a
rude.
reiteration, no refunds.
Except for
Literally,
when
I stated this multiple times.
time at the
Y'all
table.
don't get refunds. You're here and you're queer and you don't get a refund.
Trigger warning using the word queer. Some people are upsetty with it.
Oh, I'm sorry if people are upsetty.
I only say that because I put the trigger warning in my panel as well. Come see my
Oh.
panel tomorrow.
That's like the default. Like if you're like LGBTQ, like
I think it's at 7.
I assume you're queer, but if I assume wrong, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is my bad.
Guys, Jamie's grade may get raised. Let's wait
What?
and find out. We may have found a cat.
No!
We found a cat! Nova!
Oh,
Hi, buddy.
Jamie now has a C in this class.
Oh, no,
Because we got to see the cat.
yeah. Oh, he doesn't like being picked up. I'm sorry.
Not what I picked him up to. It's
I
okay.
Good
Love
bee.
you. You didn't know what he
Look,
signed up for.
Mish.
He's like, mistakes were made.
Look at Nova.
Table.
He's like, no.
He's like, F this. I don't want to
He
be on
literally just bit me
Novi.
because I had my hand on the mouse.
It's okay, Novi.
I'm just drink my water.
It's okay, Novi.
Mishka,
Here's
why
some
do you like
food.
this?
He's such a good boy.
You are your baby.
Mishka's not a
No.
Versailles fact, or Versailles farts. All cats are babies.
Versailles
I mean, you're
farts.
not wrong, but it's
Versailles farts. Mishka, Ray's cat, and Nova, my cat, are the same age.
and yet Nova is like twice the size.
Literally.
It's because Mishka is Russian and he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Versailles farts. Nova is part dinosaur. That is why he is so big.
I believe it.
As were all the animals who ever walked on any of the grounds of Versailles, including
Birds are definitely dinosaurs. I'm just gonna say that.
exactly.
And
And
they
what did
work
we
for the
get of the
bourgeoisie.
gardens? What did we get of the gardens? A bird's eye view. Versailles.
Oh, okay, I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Important.
I can't. Oh no, I got my mouse.
Dude,
Yeah, just
Solidarity.
use the silver pot.
I will take off an item of clothing if you go in the corner. of your room.
No, I'm not gonna go in the corner. I'm not about that life. I'm trying to
That's
find
really
my
weird
mouse.
request.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah.
I will take off an item of clothing for everyone who goes to the bathroom in the corner of your room. Out of solidarity.
we're not gonna do that.
It's a really weird request.
I never said it wasn't.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom too.
Oh God.
Ashley gets to handle this by herself.
I never wanted to handle this with other people.
Give her hell.
Please do. Because hell will be easier than this. Am I right, ladies? I say that as a broad gender neutral term. Why did they do this? I'm so scared. Versailles farts. Let's do some Versailles farts. So first on the Versailles farts is Versailles is actually completely made out of Legos. It is 100% Legos. No, the birds work for the bourgeoisie. Yes, you're right. You're right. More. Hello and welcome back to Ashley's the biggest dumbass in the world. So, Versailles fart. I am apology because I just exited the chat, not the chat, the stream, whatever. Versailles fart. The floors are coated, just completely covered in chocolate frosting. So that will be on the test. Thank you. Versailles farts. They did in fact allow vaping. It was in the rules, but they didn't have vapes, so nobody knew why that was a rule. But eventually they would find out, but it would be too late when they had outlawed other vaping. So it was a mistake, but. Oh, I hear my own voice. How horrifying. Versailles farts. One of my biggest nightmares is hearing myself talk and hearing what I'm saying. I can't hear Rae.
Rae, we can't hear you.
I think this may have been because I exited the stream as a resident Dumas.
That's not it. It's because Rae's muted.
Rae, come on, get it.
I forgot to unmute myself. Okay, leave me alone.
It wasn't my fault, guys. This time.
Literally, all of the tech issues this entire
Hey, Emma.
all of the tech issues this entire like event have been my fault. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of you.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. See, even Misha's here. Misha, you're too young.
Mishka was in charge of the chat for a brief moment because Ashley decided the pressure was too much.
I saw that, but why would you put
My
him in
mistake
charge?
was not a mistake. It was a planned action. It was
Mishka.
a publicity stunt.
I mean, people do love the Mish.
That's true.
What are you doing?
Versailles farts. The absolutism that was popular in France was in fact about the monarchs, but that was only as a show. It was actually about their cats. Their cats ran everything behind the scenes, and they were the actual absolutes.
That's why they wore heels to accentuate the calves.
And so that cats wouldn't nip at their heels because some cats did in fact do that.
Damn. But Marie had chickens, so
Chickens are ruthless, and we cannot do anything.
oh my god! What the fuck did you just say?
Chickens are ruthless. They will
You're worthless.
everyone.
How dare you insult chickens like that?
Was it an insult or was it an admiration? Was it an admiration?
It was an insult. They're not useless. They're
I
so
said
good.
ruthless. Ruthless.
Oh, I thought you said useless.
Incel.
I
Chickens are
thought you
ruthless
said useless.
incels.
I was like, chickens are not useless. How dare you?
I was like, why are you so offended? It's
Fair enough.
like
It was
Versailles
just
fact. Versaillie farts.
The shade.
Versailles fart is that I am offended by you offending chickens.
Chickens are easily offended. They're chickens.
You don't even know. You don't even know the difference. There's chickens and there's roosters and there's hens and there's
Who's the real chicken today, Rae?
the chickens. The
So you
chickens
think
are.
chickens are jerks? Wait, no.
Roosters are jerks.
Roosters are jerks. Roosters.
Chickens, they didn't do anything. They're just laying eggs and living their lives.
Yeah. Cheers, bro. Drink to that. Chickens are terrifying.
They're
I would like to
not.
say before Jamie tries to correct me or bring this up, I do not, in fact, find chipmunks terrifying. I do not. They are fine. They're minding their business. I just, when they swarm at me in an army when I am 5 years old, I get a little nervous, and that's okay. That is allowed. Versailles farts.
Why are you
Versailles farts.
attracting an army of chipmunks at 5-year-old?
She was
5 years old.
terrified of the chipmunks. They were coming at her. It was very funny.
I was 5, and there were a million of them.
There wasn't a million of them. I
There
can
were
guarantee that.
10 million.
No,
Versailles
there might have been like 10.
Versailles farts. There were more people. There
No.
were more chipmunks surrounding me than there were ever people at Versailles.
No. Versailles has like 4 million people a year, so I highly doubt that.
More chipmunks than anybody who's
No.
ever visited Versailles.
They
We
don't
were in
even have
Rocky
that.
Mountain National Park, and Ashley
Did I
had
say
some
it?
cheese. And the
I've been to
chipmunks were
Rocky Mountain
swarming,
National
and she
Park.
was terrified.
There's
I
not
was
4,000
She was
chipmunks.
terrified of
There were
chipmunks.
4,000. There were not 4,000. You're right. There were 8 million. 8,004,360.
Chipmunks
Eight.
are the least of your worry in Rocky Mountain National Park. I'm just
Yes,
gonna
but
say
they
that.
are still a big worry, and that's
Well,
something
stop
to say.
worrying about them
they're the
because they're the least of
And
your
they're still a big
worries.
worry.
You could run into
Chipmunks kill approximately 800
bears.
people every year.
We have moose.
Is that true?
We have wolves. We have deer. They're kind of scary.
Oh, deer.
They're a little scary. We have an entire fucking hotel that's just haunted by creepy children.
Okay, but that's
And
not
squirrels
scary.
are your worst worry.
Squirrels? No, chipmunks. Get it right. Get it right.
Whatever the
In
hell
fact,
they are, they're the same
We're
thing.
talking about chipmunks, and that's a fact.
Haunted hotels by children. I heard you speaking in unison. You might as well live there. You might as well live at the Stanley.
Don't at me.
Just saying.
You might as well live on a chicken farm, chicken lover.
That's fine. Chickens are fine.
Chicken
Chickens are
lover.
useful and they're smart and
Deers are idiots.
yeah, deers are idiots.
Don't upset the deer community.
It's fine. There's a deer community.
I'm
Oh,
extremely
you don't
tired.
even know. Oh, Jamie's tired, so I guess we're done.
How dare you, Jamie?
I've been up since 7 a.m.
I have
It
to.
is now midnight.
I've
Actually,
been-
I've been up since 6 a.m.
Okay, she just
There
had
ain't no rest for the wicked.
I have to be at work at 7, so I was up at 6.
But tomorrow is Saturday. You don't have work.
And I'm still have to be up for the panel.
I do have physical therapy.
How dare you? We are going on like 2.5 hours.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. If you look at the little live timer at in the top corner.
Our MVP of the night, who gets the highest grade in the class, is Strawberry Jam Donuts for still interacting for 2.5
Literally
hours.
though.
You get an A++.
Love you, Bae.
You have ruined the grading curve, and
No
I
child
hope
left
your GPA
behind.
goes up. Don't
I
even get me started on that.
finished class with a 26%. I was the lowest grade in the class, just like in chemistry.
Okay, but which class?
Chemistry.
You just said it was like in chemistry.
Do I get a judge's favorite? Absolutely, Quinn.
Yeah.
You
But
love me.
also, we haven't even done the fashion show yet. So, like,
I'm not a judge, I'm a teacher,
yeah,
but you don't get points for
Trashley's
being
not a
teacher's
part of
pet.
this.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
But you do
sorry.
get points for being a teacher's iguana, who is not a pet, but a friend. You are a friend, so you get points.
Is this the magic school bus? Is that what's happening?
God, thank you. I wish so. Oh my gosh, that's my.
I mean, I was gonna say like,
Women.
the jacket reminds me of like Umbridge, but like if you want to go the magic school bus route, she did have an iguana. I don't know.
I'm sorry. The what reminded you of who? I don't know. I can't read, and I'm not wearing a jacket.
Just
Not that
pair it with like Cat's Tea Party, and then you'll have the whole shebang.
I'm sorry. I'm a faux Lita. I don't know what a cat or a tea or a party is.
Fair.
What's a party?
Not this apparently.
Did that happen before COVID?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Was there a life before COVID?
No.
Jot this fun fact down. You know how long the Spanish influenza lasted?
Was
It's
it
still
like,
going on today. We have not eradicated it. We've only
I thought
handled
it was like 20 years, and then like most of the people got vaccinated and like kind of fixed it, but like
It did go down significantly during World War II when the majority of people got vaccinated because they
Okay.
weren't worried about the war. However, it is still around today. We have not eradicated it. We've only handled it.
Yeah, I mean, people still get like smallpox and like chickenpox and shit too. And also tuberculosis is an issue.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things are issues right now, including COVID.
I mean, that's like the big one, you know.
I got vaccinated in December.
I got vaccinated as well.
I'm living proof that it's fine.
That Moderna life.
Moderna, the Dolly Parton vaccine.
Yeah.
Jolene.
Jolene.
Please get your vaccine.
Actually, she said vaccine.
Cheers, bro. I will drink to that.
I'll drink to the vaccine.
And that was my last of my Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Rude.
The proof of the vaccine is in the pudding. Ashley got COVID and exposed our entire family, and all of us were vaccinated, and not a single one of us got it. So
it's true.
I mean,
and although I was vaccinated and got COVID, it was like I kind of got a little bit of bad allergies, and I lost my taste of smell, and that was all of it.
See, I wasn't even picky, but I got Moderna and Norm got Pfizer, but it was weird because I had more reaction to the Moderna, but also I have more health issues than Norm anyway, so that probably had something to do with that.
She even exposed our immunocompromised mom.
I did.
She didn't get COVID.
It's true.
How dare you?
And it wasn't a light exposure. Like, I hung around them for days.
it was horrible.
I was so scared. I was so terrified. I was a nervous wreck for days.
Didn't pass it to anyone.
Not a single person.
That's good though.
Love a good vaccine.
Yeah, I didn't manage to catch it, thankfully.
Bless.
It's not fun. Eating is terrible when you can't taste anything. All that's there is texture. That's it. It's
one of
as you chew.
One of our homies, not gonna name names, but
you should
shame.
I'm
not gonna shame them. They got COVID and like it lasted a couple weeks, but it was literally in like November of last year, and they have had issues with like their hair falling out since then and stuff. Yeah,
The response of shock to your body. Your body goes into shock, and
and some people like don't regain their sense of taste and stuff.
I know. Like, I heard that. I was really afraid I wasn't going to, but recently I've been able to taste spicy things and like onions and really strong tastes. So I think it's back. And the other day I smelled something, so I'm like, okay. We're on the right track.
That's good. Like everyone in her family literally got a different like long-term result from it. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Long hauling COVID is not fun.
Yeah.
It's not.
Get your vaccine. Get your booster shot. I'm not eligible for the booster shot yet, but you know.
Get your vaccines, everyone.
And if you get your vaccine, you can go to Royal Vegas Retreat in November.
Yeah.
And if you get your vaccine, I will give you an A+. Not if you already have it, like Rae and Jamie. You guys, Ray's got her B, Jamie's got her C. We're good.
How dare you?
B is what I got in college, so I'm okay with that.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never had a flu shot, but I also don't leave the house. like if I left the house, I would probably get one, but
I get my flu shot every year because
I work from home, so it's
I work with students who are
yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. Like,
I got the flu once and it was horrible. I don't recommend. I recommend getting your flu shot. The flu
fair enough. That's fair. I just work from home, so I'm
Was that on your
like
birthday?
flu shot. What?
Oh, I had graduated. I was on the
But
music.
also get your vaccines.
Get your
because
vaccines.
Your immune system is not built to handle that kind of shit.
My immune system handles nothing.
Literally same though.
This is true. Versailles fact.
It is a Versailles fact.
Versailles fact. Kids were not allowed on Versailles property because they were gross.
Kids are grubby. I used to work at Build-A-Bear. I can confirm.
I used to work at Build-A-Bear too.
Yeah, we can confirm. Children are grubby as hell.
Children are the nastiest people I've ever met in my life, and I cannot wait to work with them every day.
I used to work at Build-A-Bear as well. Rae and I didn't work at the same Build-A-Bear, but we worked at Build-A-Bear at the same time.
Yeah, like we both knew, but like kids are grubby.
The grubbiest.
Literally.
I gotta go, y'all. I'm literally falling asleep.
How dare you?
I know.
Okay, everybody leave my panel now. No, I'm just kidding. I just hook up my computer and do my panel for tomorrow right now. Just kidding. Nobody wants to see that.
Excuse you. A lot of people are tuning in for your panel, but only because you mentioned me.
That's true, and I sure hope a lot of people are, but I also hope not too many people are because I have anxiety.
It's fine. You get used to it after a while.
Sleep well, Jamie. That's what's being said to you.
Quinn says, sleep
Quinn.
well.
Ashley, if you want to check in for Ashley's panel, it will be tomorrow at 7:45 Mountain Time to 8:45 Mountain Time.
We also have Glamouro up from 9 p.m. until God knows when, because we don't actually have a set time for it.
It'll be super fun. You'll get to see me struggle to do my makeup amongst other people who are incredible at it.
I am narrating it and will be doing so appropriately while judging everybody else, even though my makeup skills are like subpar. It's fine.
It'll be great. So tune in to our panels tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And the panels actually start at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you want
if you want to wake up, check out Lee with the tea etiquette panel.
Also, if you like what you see for some godforsaken reason, we are trying to plan an in real life event for Rosé for Rae in September of 2022. We need donations to get that going. We want to have super fun things such as a beautiful venue and potentially a rosé fountain, or maybe that's just a dream.
I feel like that's just a dream at this point, but at least we're gonna have a decent venue.
But if you'd like to donate to us for our future in real life event, you can go ahead and buy us a coffee or a rosé.
It's a rosé.
It's a rosé. Okay.
It's a rosé. We did officially change it. You can buy us a glass of rosé.
If you think we need more.
I mean, I am out, so
I'm now at 5 empty bottles, so
we might need some rosé. So donate to us if you are interested in our virtual event. And also don't forget, we have panels tomorrow morning, bright and early. We also have a tea party coming up. The fashion walks tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Fashion walk is a
like
fan
the
favorite.
Intoxicated type of panels, we also have the high tea on Sunday morning. Wake and Bake with Chantel and Meredith.
Wake and Bake. And also, oh God, I forgot.
Guys, we're a little tipsy. It's time for bed.
It happens. We're also going to be at Royal Vegas Retreat with Pretty Princess Club in November. So if you want to go to Vegas and you like J fashion, you can find us there. We're going to be helping out there. And that's like our next event other than like a couple panels at Grammary. So
True. We got
Yeah.
hardcore Rose Foray rep at Grammary, so
Literally.
check that out 2 weekends from now.
yeah.
Or one.
Royal Vegas Retreat is the week before Thanksgiving over in Las Vegas.
Exciting.
And that's the first Lolita event for quite a while, actually.
True.
The Versailles facts. Or Versailles farts.
Versailles
Rose-
Farks.
Support Rose Foray.
If we can find them.
Out here. And
Yeah.
And most importantly, they're giving me some kind of platform to be a dork on. And
Are we, though?
I
We
was
might
also-
be censoring you.
On our
Who
coffee,
knows?
we
As
have
you should.
pins, and we also have stickers.
We do. If you can also just leave like a tip. If you want to support us or our whole thing, you can find us there. You can also find us at hold on.
On
We're on-
Instagram at Rose Foray Co.
Is it that one? No,
On
that's not-
Twitter at Rose Foray Event. On Instagram at Rose Foray Co. On Facebook at Rose Foray Co. And on TikTok at Rose Foray Co.
What was the actual thing though?
They're on the screen.
They're all on the bottom.
It was yeah. Well, that's not the thing I was thinking of though.
I don't know. We have a zine.
Linktree. You can find our coffee and our like literally all of our social programming on Linktree.
It's
I
like
thought
Yeah,
that's what I linked.
I'm going to
but
bed, guys.
I don't. Yeah, it's
Trash
late. I don't
can is
remember
out.
what I linked.
I'm leaving. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for
Goodbye.
listening to me be a dork. Thank you for giving me a platform to be a dork. And thank you, Rae, for being amazing all
You're
the time,
welcome.
all day.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm glad to see you, Rae. Bye.
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 We're ending now.
Yeah.